feels so hollow with love in vain, narcissistic and so shallow. The cups and queers to swim you have to swallow. Hate today, no love for tomorrow. We're all stars now in the dope show. We're all stars now in the dope show. There's lots of pretty ones that want to get you high, but all the pretty ones will leave you low and blow your mind. We're all stars now in the dope show. We're all stars now in the dope show. They love you when you're on all the covers. When you're not, then they love another. They love you when you're on all the covers. When you're not, then they love another. The drugs, they say, are made in California.
Nice. So you're using Forge or not using Forge? From the playtesting, Forge actually makes it harder if you use Forge. It actually makes it harder. Why? Because you can create your own enemies is why. No forging? Okay. You were losing? I'm interested. I haven't really beat a game, so I don't I can't say it's easy, but well, did you actually lose though? How are you losing? What was happening? This dude, Dowd Kumquat guy, refused to be hired. I don't know. I don't know all the names of all the people. Dowd Kumquat, I don't know all their names, all the possible people. Interesting. So you're playing the Aegis one, which is like the X-Men Doom Patrol one. I think that's a pretty sick one. Were you on standard? Did you turn the harder things, or just stand left to normal? I wasn't finding missions. Okay. From what I understand, missions are triggered by a couple things. One of the things is not sending, but is letting the regions go up in threat, I think. Triggers more missions, I think. So maybe don't send as many patrols if you're patrolling too much. But the patrols have events I added. So that was kind of to offset that stuff and also make more stuff happen if you did patrol. But maybe that's not really balanced yet. I don't know. The missions, there aren't that many really, but they should come back. And there should be like a villain. Every scenario is supposed to have a villain that shows up at some point too. I don't know if I published the very newest version. I added some more stuff too. I added some connective tissue. I don't know if I published it or not. No, I'm not sure. I started patrolling in earnest since the Doom kept going up. Yeah, you can. The Doom slowly goes up, and you can offset it a little bit. Exposure is what causes your base to get attacked, and that was happening. It's when your base exposure gets over 50. At least I noticed that in one of the testings I was doing. I was getting attacked like every turn. I realized my exposure was like 60 or 70. And I lowered that. Stop getting attacked every turn. You weren't getting any missions. Why do you say you're losing though? You might not have been losing. Even with the Doom going up, you might not have been losing. At some point it's supposed to trigger if there isn't like that many missions, but you should have saw something. Maybe I'm trying to think what else. Maybe we should have some events for R&R too. Like maybe like they can have encounters in R&R too, maybe with each other. Or they put the same people in R&R at the same time. Maybe they can have encounters. There's one mission in Old Town that said that had magic and elemental tags, but the text said it could be disrupted physically. Well, from what I understand, the way it builds the things. Wait, but what did you try in the mission? There's one mission in Old Town that said that it had magic and elemental tags. The girl I hired had placeholder text instead of electric bubbles. Placeholder text? Are you sure it's placeholder text and not like generated things? But I noticed if you make the one guy, his skills. Yeah, I think there is a bug. Where like it gives them like a string into their power. I don't know if it means their powers don't work though. But I think I noticed that. I think like the created guy had the tags didn't work right. It was like numbers in the middle. I thought that was, I wasn't sure of that. That made it not work or not though. It might not. I should probably fix that. Well, the string, yes, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if they work or not when they have powers like that. I mean, I didn't really know how to easily test. I assumed they worked still. They just looked like that. Power tether, yeah, they have, yeah, like the created characters have those. Have powers like that. I don't know if it means they don't have, I don't know what it means. I don't know if it means any, like a problem. But obviously I should fix that visually. But I don't know if it really means they have a thing or not. I think their skills still work, but I don't know. I never tested. But I know what you're talking about, yeah. You see it on the Forge characters. I guess recruited ones show that too. Maybe it's supposed to be like revealed, like the stats, and that's why it. I don't know what it's doing with that part. I'll fix that one. I'll fix that. Me either. I hadn't used her yet since it took ages to actually get her. Yeah. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I get people pretty quickly. I did do an update that was somewhat big and should have added a bunch of stuff. I don't know if I posted it or not. So I don't know if me posting it changes anything. But I should post it. I definitely made an update. I'm trying to think if there's any way I know to check what version it is. Like, was there something I added? I'm not sure. I want to add bad guys to the codex also. I added, oh, I know what I added that I can check. Yes, I did not update it. I added research. Okay, so some of the Forge stuff is research gated, but there's no indication. I added that indication, and it's not here, so I have not updated it yet. Okay. Let me update the new version then. Because none of them say that they're research gated. What was the command to put it up? Intoxicate me now. We think I'm ready now. I miss you. It's oh, this one, I see. Okay, we have of course Hiragami tonight. Movie Ghost. You know what else I set up? Is the episode maker thing. Set that up also. There go. So that's exciting. It's exciting too. I don't know if I'm gonna start it with like the current episode, or I'm gonna go back and make old ones. I don't know. I know I gotta write a Bible. Well, I've kind of had one of the robots write a Bible, like a stream Bible based on the transcripts. I'm gonna edit that and then have it use that so it knows what the stream's about. It's gonna use ChatGPT to edit the stream. I mean, to pick out what's good, which is probably pretty good. But it's gonna select the sections through. I'm gonna send it to ChatGPT, and then it's gonna decide. At first, it suggested the one Codex one, or not Codex, Claude thing, and it's like it's gonna cost $1 to $3 an 8-hour VOD. I'm like, I don't know with that. So then I was like, well, what if we set up the ChatGPT thing the way I use it with Kilo Code, which just like plugs in and it lets me use my usage. It's like, oh yeah, we could do that, and then it just does that. So pretty sick, actually. So I have the episode maker also. Haven't really got to test it, but pretty excited about that. I think it's Bad Cat. How is he doing? Yeah, what's he gonna do? What is he taking? Seinfeld, the bass rooms on the bass tower doesn't use a slot. It does. It does. But you can only do it once though. And then they're assigned. You can't assign them twice. Only one person can be in a thing. Only one person can be in a thing. It's a little weird though, the way it's set up. But when you pick someone, then they're in the slot and it uses their slot. But then they're locked in. Cigarettes. Unless something else happened in that, but I think that works, Gio. I think it locks them in. Man, we gotta get. It's been a while since we played Yarigami. So be fun. Speaking of though, like the episode thing. I'm wondering, Subsequent weeks didn't seem to work properly. That I just reassigned it all. I don't know, bro. That part definitely works. Oh, I'm checking right now. But I've definitely done that. I don't know, bro. That part definitely works for me. I don't know. I don't just. There's gotta be something else happening. Because that works for me. I just reassigned it all. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I'm testing it, it still works. It definitely works. However, there is an update now. Which... Is there an update? Oh, I gotta refresh it, probably. World Forge. Yeah, now it mentions the research. The update is live. I did a couple things. I added some more. I added a bunch of internal things that maybe you'll see. It's supposed to make some of the things that pop up like connect better. I have to play it again some more. But yeah, there's an update. That's it. Where's the robot that I worked on that with? Which one of these robots? Yeah, it's here. I have a fleet of robots. A fleet of robots. Yeah, I added, what is it? Season? I added season, identity, and pressure.
Just keep right on doing
It's supposed to add more events, season pack events, patrol encounters. Oh yeah, and it adds a thing to the which is actually good for testing. If you go to World now, it has like a director's desk kind of debug thing that explains some of the things from the design perspective. It's under World. It adds it tells you like it tells you the front, it tells you the hot region, it tells you the season thesis. It shows you stuff on there. They're trying to help testing and knowing what to do. I added that. Sounds useful. Yeah, it's just like to like help us while we're testing it or figuring it out. Kind of tell you what you could do or what direction like the game expects you to do stuff in from there. And then I added, what else was it? I did 2 sprints like that. I added a bunch of events. And then added more mission like memory. It's called an agent memory and season memory. More stuff they can have into them, like that stores. Like they can get injured, things like that. Before they couldn't really, like they could die, but they couldn't really like have stacked like consequences from earlier things. Really, there wasn't really anything like that. But now there is. So I suddenly have 4 front operations or whatever. Oh yeah, you know what I need to add on the base? Is a confirm for building it. I think I know what happened. It's very easy to click build and it just builds it. It doesn't ask you anything. And then it just like expands the thing over to you. So I've done it a ton of times where I've clicked the build list and then I've clicked a thing and then it just already clicked again and built the thing. I need to add like a yes no to actually building it. That's the fix there, I think. Yes, but yeah. I'm gonna add that. Don't worry. I've had this. I've had the same. At the very least, there should be a way to sell back or something, right? But there's not. Yeah, that's a high, a big order fix. I'll definitely get that one in the next thing. Yeah, that's the thing, definitely. I know I have issues with that too. I noticed that too. But yeah, it should just say like a little yes no on top. I got all the fixes on the website. I mentioned that earlier, but the login thing will appear at the top now instead of the bottom. Everybody on the phone was having that issue, right? The hamburger menu now has the sources and the tips. What else was needed? The scan board, you can scroll now. It's not fucked up if you're on the portrait mode. If you change resolutions, it doesn't log you out. All the fixes I knew about. If there was something else I don't know about, I even fixed. It should even fix Shinny's emoji thing. I talked to the robot about that. It thinks it's breaking it because it's making it like smaller than the I'm setting a certain minimum height to the chat, and the keyboard is pushing itself into that, and it's breaking it and forcing it to reload. That's what it was, maybe. I fixed that too. But now, yeah, Stream has tip, and it says Stream Elements, and then it's crypto for invested Linda, which is cool. I do get. I've never got a crypto tip, but if I ever do, there are alerts for it in the chat. There are Linda alerts in the chat. I've never got one, but if I ever do, I've tested it. If I ever do, Linda will say in chat that I did. The hell is a hamburger menu? Do you not know that they're called hamburger menus, Gio? Oh my god. The three things, bro. The three lines. How do you not? Come on, Gio. You know those are. You know that people call it a hamburger. No. You've never heard that menu called a hamburger? I would like a cheeseburger menu too, sure. But I kind of like the smash burgers Jack in the Box has, but they're good for one you get at one of those places. Okay, what do I gotta do? What do I gotta set up? What is needed? Still. I probably should have the OCR thing on. The three lines. Yeah, the three lines. I've only seen someone say it once and I was confused as fuck. It looks like a hamburger, bro. But yeah, let me know whatever else you find out in the game. The missions are supposed to come back. I did every so often there are supposed to be new mission things. But I know that threat in a region can cause them. I don't know everything that can cause them. I'll ask the robot later. What is everything that causes a mission to pop up? The Doom does push towards. If you get 100 Doom, you lose. But the Doom is supposed to try to trigger the last mission. And the last mission is what you have to beat the campaign. The Doom is supposed to try to trigger it though. I don't know exactly at what Doom or when it happens though. Oh, YouTube is jerking off. Why would YouTube be jerking off? It's I don't see any drop. But it's through Restream, so I wouldn't even know. I guess is Restream? No, Restream says it's working. But I don't know. Push to backup. Yeah, do whatever. I don't know why. What is it jerking off mean though? What does that mean? Like, what are you describing? What is wrong with that? At least we have. I mean, the backup's cool, kinda. If Kick didn't exist, I would use the Twitch backup. I know, but it kept dropping for just a second. I pressed play. It play as if it was a VOD. Huh. Play as if it was a VOD. I think it's a timeout, maybe? I don't know. I'm checking the... The regular YouTube video seems fine. Refresh made it go live again. Well, I think clicking play, you're clicking resume. We're just gonna resume from earlier. No? But why was it pausing is the question, no? Maybe on my end? Yeah, I don't know. Let me know. If anybody else has that issue, definitely let me know. It could definitely be... Is it... If you clicked pause, okay, and then you click play, but like, you clicked on the bar anywhere, wouldn't that rewind it in the VOD? I mean, rewind it like the VOD? Then play started the whole thing over. Oh. Yeah, that's weird. How do you even get that behavior? I don't know. Double click to it? No, it doesn't look like it. I don't know. I know it's weird. Alright, let me set this stuff up.
No start, no end. Something's wrong with the applause tonight. Claps looping back, they don't sound right. Every laugh hits twice in my head, like the crowd's already dead. I pulled a card, but it pulled me back. Saw the scene in the black on black. Who wrote this stage? Who set this light? Why do I win every night? I think I made this place by mistake. Every door bends when I blink. If I look too close, it starts to fade. Was this world something I made? There's a name
A lifetime of digital abuse. What are you talking about? Tweet Ghost? The guy said in the new version of the toolkit, he's adding a dictionary. I should ask him if he can add EP Wing dictionaries to it, because that's what I would like. If I had an EP Wing plugged into the OCR, that'd be perfect. Because then all I need it for is looking words up anyway. The way I do it now is like 2 steps to get the OCR thing, right? That captures it, put it to clipboard, and then have it go to another thing to look out the words. And it doesn't even have a good dictionary plugged in. It just has the Edict one, and I like the other one, which is why I use Yoko sometimes, because Yoko is one, this one, which is bugged, I think, or is it working? Yeah, it's working. I can have actual dictionaries plugged into this one. It'd be nice to have one that looks at the whole thing on the side like I use the other one. That would be nice. That'd be nice. But for now, I switch back to the Yoko one when I need a real dictionary lookup. Real dictionaries are better for a number of reasons. You can also use the Japanese ones when you use Edict, which is really nice too. And then this is sick too, having Japanese definitions with the examples from Kenkyusha is pretty nice also. Because then you get both. That's the best of both worlds. So anyways, he said on the new version he was adding a dictionary. If I'll mention it to him. He should add EP Wing. Edict. EP Wing is what it's called. EP Wing is the format. Because every Japanese dictionary is in EP Wing. I think there's Chinese ones too. I think. Is Face Dragon on? Why not? This is the JB Garfield song. When are we gonna bring JB Garfield back? Where's that guy been? Where's that? I know that's a real missing character at this point. Where's that guy? Where's that guy? We haven't seen CEO Linda for a while, and we haven't seen JB Garfield for a while. We haven't seen Juan for a very long time, but he was always a very temporary existence. It would be cool to bring him back with Garfield though. There it goes. Teens on. He's fine. Yeah, would definitely like to bring Juan back for a bit. A sha-sha-cha. A sha-sha-sha. A sha-sha-sha. That's what he said, right? A sha-sha-sha. When he would hit on the androids, and he'd hit on the bunny girl androids. A sha-sha-sha-sha. A good bit. And his eyes would go out. I still have all that set up. His eyes would go out like a cartoon. That's a good bit that has not been used in like cartoons and stuff for a long time. Like, what did they have? They had that wolf guy a million years ago, right? His eyes would bulge out his head and the tongue would fall out of his mouth. How have we gotten rid of that bit? That slapstick bit. Is it men aren't supposed to are supposed to act like they're not attracted to women now, or what? Awooga. Oh yeah. Oh, they used to do it in Animaniacs. Hello Nurse. That's funny. They did for little like teenager boys in Animaniacs. Hello Nurse. I'm just remembering that. Huh. Isn't that interesting? There's always now it's Gyat. It was Hello Nurse for the Animaniacs age. Aruga. It's all the same thing. Yeah, it's all the same joke. It's all the same joke. I think it's a solid bit though. Cause why is it funny? I don't know. It's kind of a reminder that men, there's certain, like, feminists have made it so they just make fun of men, right? But it's in traditional stories, men usually aren't a bitch all the time and a weak whatever. So it's a reminder that they do have weaknesses, kind of, in that kind of element. Now it doesn't really fit because they make men schmucks in the first place. So it's like, it's not needed. Whereas before, it was like it's like a counterbalance a little bit to like how to men being actually like a threat and powerful and blah 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 and respectable. Then it's a reminder that they're human and have a flaw. And women can like just beat them in a way. But all that stuff is no longer allowed. Hello Nurse, all that stuff is no longer. I think that's it, right? It's like it's the yin and yang kinda is why it's kind of funny. It's a good bit. But because we say no gender stuff, blah 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 now, right? It's that joke is lost. Cause it's what is it? Male gaze? Shut up. What a stupid fucking thing that is. As if women like aren't usually trying to get the male gaze in the first place. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, what? Like, as if we don't know this too. As if we're supposed to play dumb. Like. Whatever, man. Whatever on that topic. As if we're just supposed to play dumb on that, right? We're just supposed to forget what we know about that. It's only gross if the lady doesn't like the guy at all. Then right? She's like, ugh. That's the only time it's actually a problem. Otherwise, it's a nice thing. Do you see a woman thirsty as fuck over the soccer players? No, I wasn't paying attention, so get out of here. No, I wasn't paying attention to that. But no, I definitely know, I mean, women definitely, and the thing is, like, about women doing it, is because of the things like we're talking about, people act like it's not a problem. Like, it's not a thing. Like, it's not like male gaze is only a problem because it's power, right? Because the men have power. So women are allowed to do it, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, you're definitely right. Women definitely do it. Women definitely. They do it even more than guys do because of the way stuff is. Like they go. You know more about women doing it than guys doing it nowadays. At least in my experience. Okay, so I got that set up. Didn't meet till it's done. That's a good piece of advice. It almost says Purell there. Almost lands that. Almost lands that. No blankets or pajama. This came out pretty good. Is that on? Pull out all your teeth. I better have to start it. Now? One of them should... Oh, you know what? Now it would be... Okay, hold on. There we go. There we go. Found it. Okay, gotta go to Sweet Ghost. This isn't Sweet Ghost. And then when I lock it, do like this. Wait, how does this work? Like this? Okay. Yeah, let this song finish. This weird Linda song. Then we'll start. Hey guys. I'm gonna start. I was thinking for the video maker, for the episode maker. I'm gonna start recording the VOD so I don't have to download it. But I didn't start today, so I think I'll just download it. I'll just download it off Kick. I'll just download it off Kick. Black screen. Do you guys remember what's happening in the story? The lady died in the theater, and it's weird because she took over for a different actress 3 years ago in the same play, right? And then the little girl, I don't know what to call her, the tiny girl, she's not little, she's not young. She's like, well, she's young-ish, I think she's in her 20s or something. But, she's tiny is the thing, she's a tiny girl. She's not. She's an adult woman, but she's tiny. What do you call that? The mousy girl, the mousy lady. She knew the original lady, right? I forget their name. Suba Sayaka. She died during the first play, at the premiere of the first play, and then the Rio lady took over. And then this was gonna be her premiere as the lead. Petite. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. But she's smaller than Petite. Like she almost looks like a boy. I think she plays a boy in the play. I'm not really sure, but their character is in the picture that they show us for like a second. Her character, and they're wearing like imperial outfit of some. It looks like they're maybe I don't know. Wayfish. Maybe Wayfish works. Midget? No, she's not a midget. Here, hold on. Oh. Midget. Midget. Wild. Okay, thank you, Linda. Is this song over now? This girl over here. This one. Hatsushiba Takako. That's what I'm talking about. You can see it in this picture, but we don't have access to this picture. The full. Oh, turn the music on. No, stop. No more Linda music. Stop. You stop. Okay. In this picture, she's over here, right? In the real picture. And she's wearing like a Imperial Japan like cop uniform or something. But we can't see it here, so. Japanese girls with dwarfism for 500, Alex. What's her measurements? For 3 sizes? The game has not given us those, which is odd for a Japanese game. You would think it'd be in here somewhere, right? That's a good question. Japanese games usually are better on this 3 sizes thing. You'd think they would tell us, but not this one. You know what? Has Hiragami mentioned a single 3 sizes of anybody in the cast? I don't know if it has. It might have as a joke at some point, but I don't know. It's not that kind of game. Yeah, that's true. It's not really, but even sometimes when it's not that kind of game, it's still a thing. So. Okay. You know, it's not like it's never come up otherwise. Okay, so here we go. Talking to Kami Lady for some reason. My favorite thing. I'll make sure all the slots and the numbers and the things are working. Who was sitting there? Didn't tell a second ago. Who were just sitting where? Let's see. Hold on. Oh, what on earth was happening? Who had the card? Oh, I remember. You remember? Hold on. You guys remember what's happening here? Well, she brought us. Somehow we have the coming and goings of the security system, right? In the theater now. And it has the card. Okay, what was it? What did it say? It was like, I can't go back far enough to see it. It's like the lady comes in, right? And then the dead lady comes in, right? It's like she comes in first, and the dead lady comes in and leaves. What was her name? Not Hatsushiba. It's Suji Sayaka or something. She's not here on the thing. And then this guy comes in after that, right? It says her last name, which is just one it's not really weird, but it's a little weird. Which is just one kanji character. This Suji there. And then her first name is just Kano, and it shows it. It's her last name there. And it doesn't say like a person's name, like Son or any of that kind of stuff. A lot of times when they say it. Not really sure what's up with that, but okay. Well, I see. So it's likely that whoever killed Igarashi has Suji's card. Yes, correct, yes. Igarashi is this lady. Igarashi Ryo. The lady that died that we're looking at. Yeah, so we wanted to check out who might have that card. Understood. Well, it should be stored over here. He stands up from his desk and calls over a young office worker. When they open up a cabinet that has a thing of cards on it. All the old cards should be in here. So he's looking through the cards, looking at the checking them. And apparently he can't find, he goes all the way to the last one, and he can't find one that says Suji on it. Can't find Suji's card. It's not here? That's strange. Usually when people quit, we take their card. Well, she didn't quit, she was dead, right? Died, right? So could somebody have it? So could somebody have taken it? Well, it's not impossible. But as you can see, up until now, it should have been locked here in this cabinet. Who else could open the cabinet? Or both along an accident. Oh, so you know. Okay, so because she died, did they ever, like, maybe they never got it back and they never noticed they never got it back, right? Like, we can wonder about somebody snuck in here, but it's possible they never, the whole reason we're talking about this now is because they never got it back. Is she also a dwarf? The dead lady? We've never seen her. She died 3 years ago, and she was friends with this other girl, though, the little girl. Because this little Takako, Atsushiba Takako, is the little girl. Again, not a little girl. I don't like calling her a little girl because she's not little. She's an adult woman. You'll get the wrong idea. But she was her friend, and she defended her, and people said that she's cursing the troop. She got really upset about that. So I don't know. I don't know. The cops never gave it back. Toshiba, so that's what they call a laptop. What they call a Toshiba? Okay, hold on. Her name is Hatsushiba. Her name is Hatsushiba. And her first name is Takako. Okay? Takako. Her name is weird. Both parts of her name is weird. In that, like, I've never... A Takako? What? I don't know. It's not a name I've heard before. Takako. But her last name is Hatsushiba. Which isn't that weird. Her last name is not that weird. Her first name is weird. Takako. Not a word I've ever heard. Come on, that was a great joke. I don't know. I didn't get it. I didn't. I'm not trying to hate on the joke or discourage you from joking, but I get the joke. Okay, oh, so you know. That was the only person we had that ever died. So, as part of as an accident related to the troop, so it's possible it was destroyed. That would make sense, yeah, right? I'm sorry. This is very sloppy management here. Inspector Kamoizumi? Huh? Who's yelling now? She's the one saying it's sloppy management? Yeah. Sorry, I did rude to say, but this is Stan, but can you called her Toshiba. Laptops are small computers. Yeah, that's true, Gio. Okay, so you're saying because she's small. The joke is because she's small and the laptop is small. Well-known maker of laptops. That the joke is, of course, they're both small. Correct? Okay. Okay. So then Mr. Seki, if somebody had that card, they could freely come and go in the theater and this office and the office. What if ill-natured fan got a hold of it? You can see a strained smile on Seki's face at the pointed inquisition by Kamo Izumi. Well, look, sure, yeah, it's sloppy management, but it's not that easy. But maybe it's not that easy for the card to just work on its own, so maybe we are being sloppy. What do you mean exactly? Card doesn't work on its own. The card doesn't work on its own? Yeah, what does that mean? She asked almost mechanically. Okay. You use the card, and then you also have to put in a key code, or it doesn't open. You need a card, and you need a code. You need a PIN code. So that means, is it a pin per card? So did somebody find out then it doesn't have to be somebody that knew her card pin code. Correct? Is that what we're saying now? So if they know the pin code is the same, well, that's true. Well, that's true, but you have to know your individual ID number. Right, okay. So if there's individual numbers, right, it means that somebody would have to know it. You have to know their individual number. Whenever we get new staff or members, first thing we do is give them we make a new key card. Every time they go through one of the keycard readers, they have to each put in their 7-digit number. Okay, so it's a 7-digit PIN number? It's your ID number, I guess. Yeah, they set their own. There they set. Yeah, okay. They have to set 7-digit PIN number. This high security for a play goose. They're bioweapon labs. And isn't it funny the commie lady's still like, hey, this seems like an amateur operation around here. Yeah, I mean, it is a fairly popular playhouse though. But yeah, it is kind of hard. It is kind of a lot of security. It's not that crazy to set up if you think about it, though, right? Like they need everyone needs a PIN number. They make them a card. They make a PIN number. 7 digits is kind of a lot to ask, though, to memorize. You think that's a sign that Japanese people like juggle more concepts on average than maybe American people do? Because like Americans are like 4 PIN number, 4. I gotta do 4 digits. They do theater. Yeah, but they get attacked. Phone numbers are 7 digits. 10 if you had area code. Yeah, and those are pretty tough to remember. Here, exactly my point. Exactly my point. I got too long. Now people can only do 4 digits. They can only do 4 digits. So in other words, you can't open it with just a card. Yeah, they need a card, a 7-digit key code. Sure, it would be meaningless if they wrote their number down. But we tell people to be careful of that. And if they do, don't save them in the same place. And if you... Well, now there's another mystery, right? We thought it was just going to be somebody owning the card. But now we know they also had to know the number. Not only that, Suji's card has gone missing. So obviously somebody might have taken it, but Suji was the only person that should have known the number. What if she's not dead? I know she died 3 years ago, yada yada, but what if she's not dead? What if that's the thing? Like, this is Hiragami, right? What if she's not dead? Or what if she's a ghost? Are all these on the table? I mean, I guess there has to be a science path. So, there has to be a science path. So the answer can't just be she's a ghost. But the ghost could be working with someone. We've had cases of ghosts working with people before. He's just leaving numbers. I did all the time as a kid to call my friends after school. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't know. I guess I remembered some of my friends too. I can remember some of my old numbers. If I think about them. But still, but imagine you had to do that for your job too, though. You need a 7-digit. Every time you went to work, you had to type in the 7 digits. Most times, like 4. Yeah, and most pins are like 4. You remember? Yeah, let's just type those in the chat now too. If you remember your social, go ahead and type that in chat. You got any credit card numbers? Go ahead and put those in there. Only other sensitive numbers you remember, feel free to put in chat. Okay. So, even if by some chance this person managed to get the card, it'd be nearly impossible to use it to hide who they are. Well, how did they get the fucking card, bro? Well, Chief, it sounds like it's really hard for somebody else to use the card, right? Sounds like it's really hard for somebody else to use the card, Chief. The mystery gets deeper. Please don't say something stupid, okay? Like maybe the lady actually used it herself. Maybe the dead person actually used it herself, okay? The comment. Of course I'm not gonna say that. If that was possible, then it would be a ghost. No! And it's definitely not a ghost. Come on. Did you know if you put your credit card number and 3-digit security code in chat, it automatically censors it? Whoa, see? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Can you imagine somebody buys that? You put your full credit card number and the expiration date and the 3 digits. It knows you're typing the credit card and it automatically censors it. Yeah. These guys. Okay. Come on. If you know it's impossible, why would you bring it up? He thinks it's a ghost, right? Kagure's already worried about ghost. Which I don't really blame him, personally. Now, Kagure is already turning pale, sure. But who could use that card? Who could have it? I know, I'm wondering. Could it be there? It did look like there was a ghost in that photograph, didn't it? What if that ghost in the photograph was Suji's ghost? Wouldn't that make sense? Wouldn't that all come together? No, of course not. Come on, I can't say that. Come on, if the dead could curse you and be around and haunt you, then this world wouldn't make any sense. It'd be a real mess. It'd be flooded with them. The world would be flooded with curses if curses are real. So, somebody that we currently don't know who used Suji's card to kill Miss Igarashi. It's far too early to start assuming that this is something beyond normal comprehension. Oh yeah. Well, since you're here, do you want to see Ondo, the producer? We can meet him? The cops tried to talk to him. They weren't allowed to talk to him, right? An old IRC chair. Oh yeah, don't forget the expiration. Yeah. Kagure already feels the ghost. Well, he knows something. I mean, there is something pretty odd here, no? They're like, what the fuck? There's a weird ghost photograph. And then, who's looking at that? Yuka is? We gave it to Yuka? When she's taking it to her photo friend or something? We did that the other day, right? Okay. So we'll find out. Oops, I didn't mean to click a button. We'll find out something there. When he saw him the other day, he didn't seem like he'd be interested in answering any questions. Well, since the troop members died, it's not like we can't go without asking him. And I don't think he has any. I don't think there's any interviews today. So see if I can get you guys in. Thank you. We say Kamo Izumi and oh no, Mia Kagure say thanks. Kamo Izumi is the only one that doesn't. He just nods. We bow. Oh, thanks. In that case, it means bow, right? Mia and Kagure bow. Ah, because she's American, right? Because she's American. She doesn't bow because she was brought up in America, right? Me and Kagure bow to him for going to do that, and she doesn't. She just nods, like thank you, whatever kind of nod, because she's American, right? Because her mannerisms are American. She doesn't know to bow. Okay, that makes sense. Comic Girl is right. This whole place is sus as fuck. Also, cars with inhuman pins with no cameras. Yeah, I guess they don't have any cameras. I guess that's true. I guess that is true. And I guess that is a questionable concern. I suppose, yeah. So the room they have prepared for Ando to wait for us has a number of trophies on the wall. Looking at it, it looks like they're all related to performances. So this is what I'm saying. The troupe is well known. It's a famous troupe. Even though they didn't... The one girl is new, I guess. I'm still kind of confused on all that. Hold on. Was she new or did she... Well, I guess she wasn't. She was there 3 years ago as the understudy, right? But this was going to be her first headlining. Was going to be this one. I don't think I know any of them. I don't know much about... This is outside of my field. It's outside of my field, so... I don't really know much about it. But there's some trophies even I've heard of. Wow, this guy really is impressive, this Mr. Ando, huh? Crows up. Crows up. Does that mean close up? Crows up. The media focuses on the fact that he is blind and a producer, but he actually seems to be quite talented. I'm interested too. I'm interested too, Chief. I'd like to see you. Well, maybe you could take Dr. Shikibu out on a date? Huh? No, but what? Huh? What are you saying? How would I? I'm just kidding. Okay, Kagure, I'm just kidding, bro. He freaks out about that. Is she? Have we even seen Shikibu in this one? Is she even over here? No. He's not even on the logic board right now. Listen, if you're talking about Dr. Shikibu, she can pick who she goes with. She has her pick of the litter. Sure, Inspector Kamo Izumi. Poor Gugure, already this ragged before we even see the guy. Because we're messing with him. He does like Shikibu, obviously. That would be funny if they started dating. I don't think it's gonna happen though. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. Now, myself, I don't know if they're compatible at all. Sorry for making you wait. As the door opens, we see him standing there in the thick sunglasses. Ondo. He sits down on the sofa like he owns the place, like he's used to it. And almost says like he can read our expressions, but he's blind. The man's blind. This theater is like my home. That's why I'm free to move about even without a staff. I see. Oh, a cane without a walking stick. I said staff. I mean, he's fine without a walking stick. He feels comfortable. He goes, I don't need my walking stick. This place is like my home. That's what he said. I guess he's... Oh, I get it. Because we look at it when he sits down on the sofa. Like, what the fuck? Like, he sits down on it comfortably, like he has no problem doing it, right? Like, he just walks in, sits down on the sofa. And so, when it says read our expressions are a gap at that, right? And then he's like, well, look, I don't need my walking stick, okay? This place is like my second home. Oh, he says home, though. He doesn't say second home. He says home. On the other side of the thick sunglasses, it seems like he can see right through us. We start to take out our police notebooks and then realize that'd be pointless. Sorry for troubling you. I'm Inspector Kazami. I'm Inspector Kamo Izumi and Kugure. Now we all give our name. Blind. You think he's not blind? He has too weak of a stomach for it. That's true. Probably true. I don't like the run around. Let's get straight to the real topic. Yes. I see. He wants to be direct then. So, Kamo Izumi doesn't seem bothered. She starts asking questions. Well then, I want to ask about the time when Igarashi died. Well, I was with Saeki. In my room. This was his alibi until 12 o'clock the day before. We went back together. You can ask Saeki about it. And the next day? What about the morning that she died? Or was it home? I received a phone call from Mr. Saeki that day about Igarashi. And is there anybody that can support your alibi? almost channeled. Why did you kill her? Yeah, I mean, maybe he did it, right? Maybe this producer guy killed her. Maybe. I don't really have any real reason to suspect him, though. From what I've seen yet. It does seem like Kamo Izumi's kind of suspecting him, though. Now, his face doesn't seem to change in response to her question. Unfortunately, I was alone, so no one can vouch for me. Understood. Okay. So with that question, she looks at us. Since Mr. Ondo knows the password, I mean knows the, not the password, the pin combination for the lock that goes up to the catwalk. Well, it's very possible he could be the culprit then. Uh-huh. Yeah, but he's blind though, bro. No? Are we saying he's not blind now? We think this guy did it now? But he's blind. Yeah, uh-huh. And, oh yeah, the numbers on the lock are all like scraped off and written on in marker. You remember that? Yeah, it's nearly impossible he could get it open then, blind, even knowing the number. Or maybe he was blind, but he was possessed, and the ghost could see. Yeah, I guess, huh? Yeah, I guess that's possible. Huh. Yeah, I guess that's possible. I'm trying to think of the possessed by ghost stuff before. The one time was from the organ, right? The heart transplant. There was the Nine-Tails Fox Demon thing, but that's like a goddess or something. That's not a normal. What other ghosts were there? The beautician in the prologue of the first one. The beautician was a ghost. It's possible what's her name was a ghost in the Oni case too. That's kind of left unclear, right? If I mean, it seems like she wasn't, because she had a place she lived at, so I guess she wasn't a ghost. But at the very end, she could have been a ghost. When she the mother sees her in the fire and like talks to her, that almost certainly is a ghost. I don't know. That whole end is kind of weird. I don't know. Oops, don't know. Understood. Well, so what's gonna happen with the scheduled performances now that she's dead? For now, we're canceling production. I am against it. You want to do it as planned? Yes. So another reason does seem, well, actually it could be he did it then. But I have to agree with I have to go along with the sponsor. It's not my say. Ghost could see. But I would like to go ahead, even if I had to change the sponsor or change the date. Even with one of your troop members dead? Well, it's an actor's job, isn't it? To show the world death and laughter on the stage. Okay, just because a member of the troupe has died does not make sense to cancel the play. There's no justification. Because the actor has the same desire as everyone else involved. They want the opposite. They want if anything, they want the play to be a success. That would be the offering to the dead. Of course, there are people that disagree. Sure, if you think about it that way, from as somebody that loved the theater, then it would be important, while sad, that they put on the best show they could. I've never really thought about that. Never really thought about that. Well, this theater world is an absolute world, I suppose. But they can't do it. Wouldn't it be meaningless if you have no cast whatsoever? Kagura has the same doubt I do. But, what about Miss Igarashi's role? I thought you were gonna ask about that. But you know what? There was, in fact, this same play had a woman die before. Yeah, I found out, we did learn about that. Shiva, the lady that, So you're ready again? Do you have another backup? Because we are prepared for that because of our previous experience, I prepared an understudy for every single role, which won't be it won't be a problem. So the actress that died before, you mean Suji Sayaka, right? Well, we got a chance to meet him. Might as well ask about her. Well, how do we broach it? Ask about the curse of Suji Sayaka. Ask about the her performance, her quality as a performer. Ask about if she had any connection with men. Okay, what does the guide thing say we're supposed to do here? The guide say to this? Was it supposed to ask about the men? It's gotta be, I mean, it could definitely be connected to the men. That she knew, right? Could definitely be connected. We're supposed to ask her how she was as an actress. The middle one. The safe one. Let's save the game in case anything happens. Mr. Ondo, I wonder if you could ask you about Miss Suji's traits. Ghost can see. It sounds like I don't trust her. Is that what you're saying? You think I didn't have any faith in her? Well, no. He stands, he gets up onto both hands on his walking stick. And he furrows his brow in disappointment. You know, I can almost feel a pressure from behind his sunglasses. You almost wouldn't think he's blind with the way how imposing his posture is without saying anything. Excuse me? Listen, he's a little bit, shallow. That's just how he is. Oh, me? I'm shallow? Kamazumi talking about me? I was taken aback by this sudden change in Mr. Ondo, but Kamazumi comes up beside me. Well, I guess it was my... It was kind of rude of her to say, but I guess it was my mistake, so... What can you do? Huh. This is why I don't like talking to people. I don't like talking to outsiders. They don't know the genius of an actress. They don't know anything about plays. They don't know anything about the stage. Huh. Does he really have to talk like that? Like, even still? Maybe I don't know anything about... Maybe I don't know anything about acting, but... Does he need to talk like that? Well, I understand I don't know enough. Maybe I'm understudied, but... Don't we come here to try to understand? I'm trying to understand about the play, about theater. Cuckoo, ha ha ha, huh? Cuckoo, ha ha ha. Is that what all you got? Is that your answer? He has a low, laughing, mocking tone as he pushes his finger between his eyebrows. Well, it seems like that's all the time I have. If you'll excuse me. Wait! We're not done talking yet. Listen, if you want to talk to me, at least study the bare minimum. At the very least, you should know how much I loved Tsuji Sayaka. You don't even know her. There's not much else you could even think about this play. I didn't mean to... Okay, so what happened with this lady? So, Okay, I get his attitude. It's because I'm insulting this woman, and the woman is clearly was important to him, even though he's still doing the play anyways, right? But I guess he's doing the play because of her in the first place? Maybe? This kind of sounds like, right? I just said it, didn't I? I have no intent. Huh. So I pissed him off asking about that lady, I guess, right? Well, that was your miss, Kazami. Hey! Nothing else can be done. Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, it is our fault, isn't it? Kinda, I guess. What did we really say wrong, though? We asked him, what words really pissed him off? Hold on. What part of this, like, really got under his skin exactly? About he's blind. Oh. He asked, you think I didn't trust her? Oh, okay. We say, like, what does he think of her? Like her print, like her, what did he think of Suji? Like, her principles, her, that kind of thing, right? Use Yogo. Her character, her nature, her fiber. Thank you, Yogo. Uh-oh, it's not working. Smile's not working. 1 sec. I probably gotta restart Boom real quick. 1 second. Wait. 1 second. 1 second. You go. You go. See if I made anything they could listen to with the robots real quick, and then we'll get back to Hiyarigami. The biblical operating system, huh? The last free system, mechanical. I wish I made these as audio. They're not audio though. I made some kind of audio today. Right, we'll look at these later, but I definitely made some kind of audio thing yesterday, I think. I'm looking. I just need like 10 minutes. Maybe those. About schools. We don't need those. You don't need to listen to half-hour things on schools. Oh, here, how about this?
When you look at a couch,
All right, I'll be
you
right
see
back.
a physical, imperfect object. But according to the standard textbook definition of Plato's theory of forms, that physical couch is just a copy of a perfect, invisible idea of a couch that exists in a higher reality. This concept of an unchanging, perfect world sitting behind our messy one has served as a foundational starting point for Western philosophy for 2,000 years. But treating this as a purely abstract theory about the nature of reality ignores why it was actually introduced in the first place. To see what the forms really are, we have to look at the specific crisis Socrates was trying to solve. They weren't just thoughts, they were a tool for political survival. By 429 BC, Athens was falling apart. The city was trapped in a brutal war with Sparta, and a plague was killing its citizens. The educated public had begun to lose their faith. The cynical arguments of the sophists had effectively ended the authority of the old Homeric gods. Without the threat of divine oversight, a new generation of ambitious young men began to view morality as entirely optional. If there were no gods to punish the wicked, there was no reason to be just. The city's leaders were looking for someone to blame for this moral decay, and they were pointing their fingers directly at the philosophers. Socrates was facing a societal emergency. He needed to build a new, impregnable foundation for morality, or the city's anger would eventually turn on him and his students. In the Republic, Socrates sits down with Glaucon, a young man with high political ambitions, to offer a new kind of foundation, the forms. Behind every messy act of justice is a self-subsisting reality, justice itself. This exploits how our brains naturally use single labels to group thousands of distinct things together. Socrates turns this tendency into absolute dogma, placing these perfect categories into an exclusive realm of light. He is engineering a secular religion. By making morality a mathematical fact, he gives future leaders moral reasons that doesn't depend on old myths. Notice how these abstract forms are described. They are invisible, they possess unbelievable splendor, and they are the cause of all good. They are designed to occupy the exact same space in the mind as the all-gods. Just as Athens was officially adopting new foreign deities like Bendis, Socrates was introducing his own conceptual ones. By replacing Zeus with justice itself, he creates a target for devotion that a cynical student can't easily dismiss. This is the public-facing layer of the theory of forms. It is a rigid, safe doctrine meant to provide the moral guardrails that the Enlightenment had stripped away. Glaucon accepts this theory almost immediately. For the city's health, Socrates created a noble lie that restores a sense of cosmic order. Yet, if you look closer at the dialogues, there's a contradiction. Socrates himself does not believe in the simplistic, rigid version of the forms he sold to Glaucon. The evidence is in the Parmenides, a dialogue set decades before the conversation in the Republic. In that text, we see a 19-year-old Socrates present this exact theory of forms to an older philosopher, who ruthlessly dismantles it. Parmenides proves the theory is logically impossible. This raises a question about his intent. Why would Socrates program the next generation of Athenian leaders with a concept he already knew was conceptually broken? The theory of forms contains a hidden layer. The logical errors that Socrates encountered as a young man act as a filter, distinguishing between those who need a rigid doctrine and those who are capable of actual philosophy. For most, the forms are a safe belief. But if a student spots the errors, the dogma breaks. It forces them to look away from the abstract shapes and move downward into dialectic, investigating how our own desires and language shape what we call the good. The theory of form served a dual purpose: a public exotericism to stabilize the city, and a signpost for the rare student to begin a much more dangerous journey. Socrates successfully designed a system that could govern the beliefs of the waking world, while secretly preserving the spark of inquiry for the few daring enough to look past the illusion.
Oh, I wonder. I wonder if that has anything to do with now. Yeah. Yeah. The past is the past, and the future is the future. The now is the now. Obviously, that doesn't have anything to do with anything. That's just how gobbledygook, right? That has nothing to do with anything. Okay. Back to Origami. I'm back. We're back. Sorry for the quick break. Is the controller's not working on the game? Oh, you know what? It might be paused. I'm gonna click pause on the game. Do I do that? No. Don't. That means what? Controller's working now. Oh, weird. Oh, weird. I don't know. Back to Origami. What's this part? It seems like can't ask him about the dead actress again. Not easily. That seems like it wasn't the right actress to ask somebody that had lost his leading lady twice. Well, I don't know what to do, and I guess to Saneki comes over because of the commotion. Sorry, sorry he was rude like that. It's fine. Actually, the rude one was our Kazami. Hey, get down with it. Maybe we can see him again, and apologize. No, it's okay. No, it's okay. So is that just how he is, this old man? Just like many artists, he can be kind of neurotic like that. So, did you learn anything useful? Well, did we? The one to help me was to send out. We say this phrase a lot, actually. Send out a help ship. Like when we look at, it's obviously a metaphor, but when we look at, you look at Kamo Izumi. There's been a couple times when you're like looking for help with the one, the girl, the mousy girl. What was her name? Takako. It said she won't be. When you looked at her, it was like she won't help you. She won't send a help ship. Also, my left button is it stuck? Who's stuck? Oh, no, that happened. Oops, no, don't autoplay. I guess it's fine now. So Kagure sends out a help ship to help us. Which just means, you know, he has her back. Well, we learned that Mr. Ando wants to keep going with the play. Is that going to be okay? Like, with the actors and the sponsor? Now, I don't know about that. He said the sponsors... Oh, we talked about that. Saki has a kind of frustrated expression as he sits down on the sofa. And urges us to sit down again. Well, yeah, like you heard, he does plan to go through the play to the end, and the sponsors, well, I mean, they don't really want to be associated with the negative image that comes along with the actress dying. We're in the midst of some negative image right now. I see. Yeah, I don't know what I don't know anything about theater. If an actor, how many times does this happen? I remember there was like that Spider-Man play that had multiple people die in the like setup for it I know there's been a number of cases like that where people died, where multiple people died involved in a production. So this isn't unheard of, right? In real life, this isn't unheard of. But I mean, it would make sense to want to go through with it if somebody died, I would think, because there's everybody else involved, even if it's the lead person. Well, if it was just Ando wanted, then we would make the play, but it'd just be us managing actors and making the play, but in the end, we have calculators and sponsors we have to bow to, and effectively salarymen at the end of the day. I mean, there's some serious hardships that Ondo doesn't understand. People like him don't understand. I understand that sentiment. No, it's really, that guy is what a stage idiot. A stage idiot. He's just crazy about the stage. He's somebody that doesn't know anything but the stage. So have you been with Ondo as your boss a long time now? We started working together in college. Okay, and then for a long time now, he's been like a harsh Oni. When it comes to acting, he's always been a harsh Oni. It's been a harsh Oni. And we had actresses quit crying before. An actress whose name never heard of now was made to quit crying. Even now, there are times when a full-grown man breaks into tears from Ondo. Is he really that rough? So wait a second. He's like the what was that? What's that cooking guy? He's the He's the. It's not Guy Fieri. The other guy. The English guy. What's the English cook's name? Hell's Kitchen with that guy. What's his name? Gordon Ramsay. So he's the Gordon Ramsay of theater. He's the Gordon Ramsay of theater. All he cares about is putting on a good play. Well, I've seen on television and documentaries, the directors that throw they're like ashtrays. I see that on documentaries and TV. Is that a thing? Ashtrays? Hold on. What's... put a no there. There you go. Copy, paste. And fix that. So what is that? Nori means what in this case? Yogo? Help me out here. I think it means like that. I think that sentence at the end means like that. Something like that. You see it on TV and documentaries. Oh, so that's Akira flying dress, right? You see it in TV and documentaries where the director will throw ashtrays. It's like that. Okay, so Nori in this case is like that, like kinda. Hold on, let's see. Getting into the rhythm, mood, establishing a rhythm. Okay, so it's that kind of vibe is what Nori means then. Just give me the robot looked at the definition. I want that. Hold on. Yo, can you go back to what you had? So it means like rhythm, that kind of rhythm, that kind of state. Because the kanji means ride, so it's mean like riding along with that. So it's like vibe or that kind of pace might be good. Pace. There you go. That kind of pace, that kind of ride. That's what we're saying. One time, and there's an assistant that has to come in and pick up all the stuff that is about to be thrown before he throws it. Jeez. I thought that was just bosses you see on TV doing that kind of thing. I guess not. I guess not. But, I mean, this is my first time. I guess starting a play starts with watching the actors perform, right? How is he doing that? He's blind. That's a good question. How is he doing that? Hondo can't see at all, right? So how does the training go? Yeah, how the fuck does that work out? Huh? Well, when he started, he still could see well. Ah, he didn't used to be blind. Well, he used to be able to see when he started. And he didn't just write and direct. He would also be an actor. He also gets on stage and acts. But, I mean, that's back in college. That's been a long time now. He was an actor? Seems like Kamo Izumi's hearing that for the first time. Yeah. After he graduated college, and he started the troupe. So he was originally an actor. And around then, he came down with, or started to suffer from, dystrophy. Dystrophy. His eyes, some kind of issue with his eyes. That must be like your eyeball or something. Yeah, cornea. Cornea dystrophy. Okay, corneal dystrophy. So he started at the troupe. He could still see. So then, since he couldn't see on stage and he was afraid of injuring people, he decided to focus on screenwriting and directing. So he started as an actor. Is that why he has such a big deal about like the lady, like, where he's like, you don't even know anything? Is because he started as an actor and he thinks we're like not respecting the actors and like the craft. That's why he's all pissed off at us, I guess. I mean, that makes enough sense. That makes enough sense. At first, he wrote the scripts. What is that? Dictation? Taking dictation, note taking. In the past couple of years, he hasn't really written them, just directly given the lines. Ah. Okay, so now he used to use dictation. He would like talk to somebody, right, and they would write down the script. And now he just like remembers the whole script and tells them their lines, right? Like, he's like, okay, your lines are this and this, yours are this and this. So does that mean the whole play is in his head? Like this play here, is there even a script for it? This, what is it called? The Road to Death? Is there even an actual like is it in all the actors' heads? Is there a real written version of this play at all? If that's his method now. There might not be, right? But there might be a recording though. I guess you could just write that down. So that's how he does it? Tonight's a little slow in this part. I'm just like, there's a lot of stuff a lot of stuff I'm not really familiar with in theater. You know, there's some theater terms and stuff I'm not really familiar with theater, guys. Sorry for that. But this Yarigami, like always, is teaching me stuff. And here I'm learning about theater. I did not. What else I knew about theater? Everything else I knew about theater was from Sakura Wars, right? Because you're in a theater troupe in that one too. That's the only other experience I have, I think, on this subject. The subject of Japanese theater, which is actually kind of similar though. They're in a troupe, a very similar kind of troupe, except they're like saving the world with robots. Speaking of, I was thinking about, you guys know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about New Face should come back and play Shin Megami, now that I got the episode thing set up. And play Shin Megami 1. Any thoughts on that, if you guys are still awake? I was thinking about New Face playing Shin Megami Tensei 1, because those games seem like the best algorithm connection to our stream that we've ever found, was when we played those games. And so I'm going to start making the episodes, then maybe that's where we begin, is Shin Megami, and then we play Shin Megami 2. We play the Giten one, which takes place between 1 and 2 apparently. We play If. That's like 4 games that we could do as a show. But I don't want to do like so much Shin Megami. Like Megaten, we get sick of it. And I know how people felt about the Devil Children game. People did not seem to like that one. But maybe if we had a little more people from the other Shin Megami stuff, they'd be into that. There's also what is it? Tensei Megami, or what is? There's another one that's like a tactical RPG on like SNES. Forget what it's called. It's like List of Megami Tensei. Hold on a second. It's in the manual thing I have. Okay, so there's the other Megami Tensei that's on computers, so you play that. There's Shin Megami 1, 2, If, Nocturne. I guess we could play those two, Strange Journey. We play all those if we wanted to. And then Last Bible, I know nothing about because they're Game Boy. Majin Tensei. Okay, there's Majin Tensei 1 and 2. Those are on SNES. Maybe we play those. They're tactical games. I love tactical games. I have no idea if they're any good though, but I believe they're untranslated. At least officially, and that would be cool, I think. Yeah, they're a tactical game. So I might do that. Then what else? We already did Devil Summoner. We could play it again though. There's one called Ronde is supposed to be in the Majin Tensei one. I've heard of that game before. It's on Saturn. Kind of a weird game. Soul Hackers, maybe. Devil Summoner, maybe. Persona 1 maybe, Persona 2 maybe, Persona 2 2 maybe, Persona 3 no, Persona 4 no, Persona 5 no. I'm not gonna do the later Personas. I'm just not interested really. Devil Children I would like to do. But I think I save those until we have a fan base. We have some other people that want to see it. Because Gio liked it and nobody else liked it. So we'll save those for after this plan, I think. And then there's some like phone games, and I think some of those I can get a hold of. I'll look. But those games seem like they have the biggest like draw that's would connect to the stream. So maybe New Face will do that. But I will hit you guys up about that when you are awake. Because I think everyone's asleep. But that's okay. Also, another reason this episode thing will be cool is because it'll be like you could watch a digest version of the whole Hiarigamis, right? I have Hiarigami 1 in VOD form, right? We did it on YouTube not too long ago. I'll have to start there and find the first episode. I think I'm gonna go through all the old YouTube stuff and turn it into episodes and just start posting them like one a day. I think that's a good idea. Like just go back to the start and just make them find a good jumping on point, maybe like Princess Crown, and then just turn them all into episodes. Maybe go back to the very start though. I think it'd be better to start the show at a point that's a good jumping on point. So maybe the first game I find in the VODs, I'll start turning those into episodes. Because the streams don't go anywhere in the algorithm, but videos would, so. Well, it's not a method often used, being completely blind, but normally is a full handicap. Instead, he found a way to strengthen his ability. He made it into an advantage. So, okay. So what did we learn? What's a Flying Dutchman? What is the episode? Are you starting a new show, sir? Well, I made this robot, okay? So the stream in general, Dutchman, has a whole like story to it, right? They've had all these like different seasons and stuff. And so I made a robot that can take a VOD and cut it down to like an hour and a half to 2 hours. And so I'm thinking, I'm gonna try to turn, because I've always kind of thought of the streams as episodes. So there's like there's like a whole storyline, right? So I'm thinking like, do I start over the story? Do I make a jump on point now, right? And like just start the episodes from now, or do I go back? Because I have a lot of the old VODs on YouTube, or do I? And I have some saved too. I have like a couple dozen saved from the first year. Do we go back and make the episodes from like the oldest stuff I have? Is kind of the question. Basically, I made this robot that's going to go through, and I'm giving it a Bible on the story of the stream, so it knows what's important. And it's going to cut it down. I'm gonna have the robot edit it down. It takes the text, it puts it through Whisper, it's called, and transcribes it using my video card. Then it'll go through there and look for now there's also a thing I can set it to look for laughter too. Right now it's just going to look for like what makes sense based on the LLM. I'm going to send it into have an LLM look at it and pick out the parts and then cut it up is the idea. So basically it's going to be an abridged version of the stream. It's going to be like hopefully the best like hour and a half 2 hours of every stream. And I'm just gonna start posting those. I did it before. Hold on, I can show you real quick. I started doing it before, but it was on my old YouTube, and my old YouTube felt like it was like maybe shadow banned or something. I don't know if I was making that up though, but it kind of felt like that. I started the concept there. But I didn't really refine the editor thing. I can show you though. And then so I'm thinking about, like, you know, like, do I make it a good, do I try to figure out a good jump on point? Do I not worry about it? That kind of thing. But you can see I have this, I started doing it on, we started playing Devil Summoner here. Actually, I guess I was playing Rose Galaxy the first episode. But you can see I edited it down to like an hour and a half. This was the first version of the robot. Now I'm yelling at some guy, Big E. There's a lot of other nonsense on these episodes, so that might kind of hurt their thing too. But I'm gonna make a more focused show a little bit. And start over. I'm thinking an hour and a half to 2 hours. These ones were aimed at like an hour. You can see. I think that's too short. I think for how long the streams are, I gotta aim for like an hour and a half. Yeah. So that's coming soon. If you're into that kind of thing, that's coming soon. I also did like I briefly did, what was it called? It was called like Craggy Classics. Here we go, Craggy Classic. I'll be revisiting all these too. These are like really old. This stream is from 2021. This was Linda Q. This is what the hold on, let me mute the game. This is what the stream used to look like originally. It was like this. Flashback. The screen's green because somebody affected it with a Deem, I think.
3 people could be in
You can see I used to have this the schedule. I used to have the schedule up above my head, and then it would say like what the season was. So because we would time travel sometimes, and so sometimes it would be like a different season. It'd be like in the future. I don't think this one has any of that though. But the face didn't move back then. It just stuck there. Yeah, so you see I got the schedule on the side. And then we also were playing Final Fantasy IV, I remember now. You can see I had the visual, a lot of the visual effects even back then.
In multimedia. Multimedia.
But yeah, that was 2021 something. So I got a lot of VODs that I think have some funny stuff in it. Think have some good games. And if they make them a lot shorter and a lot more watchable. Why did you have a Naruto headband?
You still got your headband on. Are you ever taking that off or no?
Why does she have a Naruto headband? Oh, you can't. Oh, it disappeared. Sorry. He has a Naruto headband. I'll try to show you.
We gotta look up. We gotta look up here. Oh, there we go.
Yoko used to wear hats. I forgot about that.
Secret lore techniques, teachings, hidden.
Yoko used to wear hats.
Esoterics, the mysteries, secrets of an art.
You see, here's a headband ninja.
Quintessence of a skill. The deep.
We used to learn Japanese more too. That I think I do a fair amount when we're playing Hiragami. I don't think I've stopped doing that. It just like it's more when it's games like Hiragami we do it.
Oh, okay. What is your?
I used to be able to change the nose on the face to different symbols. People used to do that. Anyway, that's what stream used to look like a couple years ago. And I was almost always the regular face. We didn't have as many characters back then either. Carl we eventually added, and then Spooky Ghost is a way later character. He came in a couple of years ago, I think. Like 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay, there's an intense chase. A chase and a...
The eye tracker is not balanced. I should have fixed that. Anyways, that's the old stream. So I've got a couple dozen VODs like from this era. Right, that's sick. I've got a couple dozen VODs from this era, which I'll turn into episodes too, I think. You can see it's like 4 hours. I could definitely make this like a compact little episode. And maybe it's good. I don't know. I'll watch them and see if they're good, the older ones. But yeah, I have so many VODs. And I know there's good stuff in there. So it's just a matter of like, if I can make a robot that builds it, like that cuts it down without me having to do like a lot of oversight, like I just kind of check it and like, you know, tweak knobs and give it descriptions to help it find stuff better. Like I can put in notes like, okay, this episode we had a really funny conversation about X. Make sure you get that. Like as if I'm giving it to an editor. So I'm pretty hype about it, about the new version of that thing. I'll be testing that soon. There should be some episodes posted soon. Because it's just like live streams just don't go anywhere in the algorithm. And long form does, so I should be doing that, right? Like, I'm dumb not to, kinda. So I have all this content that I'm just like not really putting in the algorithm, and that's on me. I need to get my head in the game with that. At least, like, because I can't say I didn't do well at YouTube if I didn't really give it the full thing, right? Robot editor, exactly. I got a robot editor now. I was waiting until Claude had their new like robot come back, and it just did. So I worked with that to build it. The other cool thing is I have it work with one of my other robots in in this way where it can communicate with it. That's not the API, so I don't have to pay extra money for it. That's also nice. Because, bro, it was saying, like, it was going to cost me $1 to $8 an episode, like, for 8 hours. And I'm like, that's too much. I don't want to pay that much money per episode. So I figured out a way how to hook it up to one of my pay robots to use its regular usage and not API. So I'm pretty happy about that, too. Anyway, robot editor episodes coming soon, and I am going to be able to tweak them. Like, I give it a Bible explaining the stream, right, to so it understands what it's watching, and then we'll also tune that as I get like more used to it, and I'll make it better. I'll make the episodes better and better. Which is another reason maybe I should start on old episodes, because I'll be like, you know, figuring it out. But I also want to start. I also want to start a good jump on point and start a new game. Hey, Riot. Anabolic Riot. Why are you anabolic, Riot? Sir, dear sir. What is it with your name? Riot? Anabolic. What does that word mean? And why is your name like that? Is there problems, Riot? Are you on the Benadryl? No, do I sound like I'm on Benadryl? No. What? Why are you saying that? If anything, everybody else is on Benadryl because everyone else is asleep. So I'm not. I'm here. Everyone else sleeps. Well, it's you, me, Dutchman. I think everybody else is asleep. Where's my notification? Did I not put one? Are you serious? Oh no. Are you serious? I think you're right. I didn't. That was because Geo started talking to me about the video game thing, and sorry, it's been on for a bit. That's why nobody was here. I didn't put a notification. You fucking guy, I'm going to rest. Ryan, do you think I'm happy about it? Oh man. I was wondering how come nobody is here, really. It's because I didn't put a notification. I mean, people were here, so thank you guys for being here. But, I did seem kind of. I mean, I know Hiarigami. I just thought it was Hiarigami and just a Hiarigami night, and I know how that goes sometimes. How long have you been going? A couple hours. But you want me to recap? Let's recap Hiarigami real quick. So it's not like I've just been wasting my time. Okay. So, oh, you know what we could do? I got a funny idea. Hold on. I got a funny idea. We'll go to the VOD right now, and I'll just go back over it real quick. Right? Hold on. I think that's a kind of funny idea. Okay, hold on. How long have you been going? A couple hours. Okay. How long have you been going? A couple hours. Mute this idiot. Mute this idiot, and I will. Browser. There you go. Okay. It's the wrong way. Something. Okay. Let's see what happened this episode. Okay, so I messed up at the start. Look, I'm in like 3 hours or something. Is it 3 hours? How long is it really? No, 2 hours and 13 minutes. Okay, so there's the intro, right? Just music. But I'm talking to chat, which is Geo and Zoop hasn't seen his first place yet on the board. Then I don't know why I'm talking to Yogo here. We're talking to Yogo. Then I'm fixing the head tracking. Then we started the game. The commie lady's here. What was the commie lady talking about? Oh yeah, okay, so it opens up. Let me recap. The the play, if you remember, we found out that okay, so to recap the whole episode. I mean all of the Hiragami thing. So a lady died, right? Here, I should play some music while I explain. I need like spooky music. I just saw your stream my sub feed. I don't think I got a notification. The twos does that sometimes, not sending out. Yeah, well, yeah, it definitely does that. It definitely does that. But I manually send them to the Discord. That's what Riot's giving me crap about. I guys, your chat looks super sus. You mean the woman? You're talking about the woman hungry as fuck comment. We were talking about. I can give you a little context for that. I was talking about not having Juan around. Yeah, what the hell is going on in here? I know you're gonna see it. You're gonna think it's worse than it is. I was talking about the Juan more try, right? The one we used to have the Juan segment. I have no idea where that setup is to show you right now. But we used to have that whole Juan segment, right? And sha when he looks at ladies and his eyes pop out. And then I was talking about why that's not like a joke anymore, really. And then we were talking about, how it's because of like male gaze and they act like you're not. Like you can't make jokes like that, and you can't make jokes like about women being pretty, like your tongue rolling out of your mouth anymore, that kind of thing. And then Gio brought that up, like to say that women definitely behave that way too. That's what we were talking about. Bummer. Okay, so hold on. Now let me talk about the Hiragami now, okay? So that caught you up on that. Alright, now what was happening in Hiragami? Everyone's favorite game. And if it's not your favorite game, you don't have taste, number one. And two, I think I just put Dingus and Gio to sleep, though. I think they're just sleeping. Which is, good. That's what the stream's there for. Gio. But let's lock this in. Okay. Oh, I don't need music from the game. Okay. Hiragami. Oh, you know what I should do? I should let that like intro play. That'd be good background. So if you guys don't know what's going on in the story, here we go. Let me reset this. I think there's like I can just put a title screen there. So who are we even? We are now I realize now I need to say who we are, because otherwise Riot won't know who we are. They'll think we're Kagure. We are a detective named Kazami Junya. Our first name is Junya. Yes, that's our name sounds like Junior. Name sounds like Junior. It's a little awkward. Kazami Junya. We were a detective. We went through detective school. Our parents didn't want us to be a detective, right? We did anyways. And then do we have any like pictures of like the characters? They just show you somewhere. Oh, I have the guidebook. We'll skip that for now, though. So we're kind of tall, lanky detective guy, right? And then we get partnered with Kagure, who is a kung fu master. Cool guy. He always has our back physically, right? Whenever we need help, he has our back. I like Kagure. I'm a fan of Kagura. I do like he makes me laugh a lot. The way he is makes me laugh a lot. Funny guy, kind of comic relief, but also like understandable in a way. He's definitely got like spiritual medium powers, but he doesn't believe in supernatural. Really, he doesn't want to because it freaks him out. He's actually really scared of it, but he won't admit that any of it's true, right? He'll be like, no, because it freaks him out is why. It makes his hair stand on neck, right? When anything spooky's happening. So that's me and him, and then I am gonna pull up the book actually, so you guys can see what you look like. Hold on. I actually have a guidebook for the first game that has pictures of everyone. So I'll open that real quick because that's probably a good helper. Do you see the book yet? No. The book now? Okay. You can get the vibe of this game from this picture, I think, right? From this cover. You get the vibe of the whole game. It's like, hold on. There were these Japanese Ronald McDonald commercials. It's kind of the same vibe. Ronald McDonald Japanese. Do you think I'll be able to find it this way? Here it is. I did find it, yeah. Okay. You know these commercials? Hold on. This is the vibe of the game. Kinda, right? Imagine that, you're just home alone, right? And this is happening. Good thing you had that lock at the time. Isn't this a creepy campaign? The thing he says is like wherever you are, like whenever you need it. McDonald's. This is basically the vibe of your origami though. What the fuck, Ronald? Japanese Ronald's wild. It's always there. That's what it says. It's always, he's saying it's always there. It's always there. It's always there. That's what he's saying. Anytime you need McDonald's, it's there. Why would they do that? Someone stop that, man. Yeah. This one actually relates to a horror story we've learned about in Hiarigami. The one under the bed. That actually came up a couple times. Oh, Ark the Lab. That's a game I thought about playing on stream. So this is basically the vibe of Hiarigami, right? It's this. It's that same vibe as that Ronald, like this Ronald look. It's the same vibe, basically. Kind of a weird plan, right, to do as your advertising, but you know, hands like that sometimes. Okay, so you can get an idea of the vibe a bit from that, and from this crazy writing here even. So we're part of Records here. That's us right there. This guy right here is us. The guy being like, calm down, relax, guys. That is Junior Kazami right there. And those are the little kids calling Kagura here giant. What do they call him? Giant Detective Oni or something? Uncle Detective Oni? Uncle Giant Man? I forget exactly what they call it. Something like that, right? They call him a monster. They give him a monster name. And then that's Yuka making fun of him and calling him that too. That's when you meet her in the park. That's from that scene's from. And all the kids pointing at him. And the main theme, one of the main themes is it says there at the bottom there in Japanese. It's a story I heard from a friend of a friend, which is this concept from folklore, folkloristic specifically, which is basically like once a story is two people out, they you shorten it down to two. Like that's just like how it works, and so the stories get more and more ridiculous and less reliable. I've heard of Ark the Lad, never played it though. That's a good game. It's a good, you'd like it, I think. My favorite is 2. The first one's kind of slow. 2's where it picks up, and then there's a third one that's good too. There's some later ones like PS2 ones. I wouldn't bother with those. I would just play the first like trilogy. Not too long either. 2's the coolest one by far. It's kind of like steampunk fantasy tactical RPG, pretty fun. It's like Japanese steampunk, that kind of game. If you're looking for something like that, you'd like it. And it's totally translated too. It was Working Designs, so it's not a bad translation. Some people don't like Working Designs. I don't have an issue with them. Their only thing is like mostly style stuff, and they did make some of the games harder for some reason. I don't know why they did that. So let's see. So here we got us, right? That's Junior Kazami. You can see the names in English at the top. That's when we broke our leg. So we're in this group called Records and Collections. It's on the 5th basement floor. It's basically the X-Files, which is why for a while I called this game the F-Files. We're 23 years old. Oh, I can read all that stuff. Our profession is detective. We're from Tokyo. It's actually where we're from. 23 years old. Our blood type is O. That's because Japan has this blood type astrology stuff. They kind of believe in. They certainly did back then. It's kind of interesting. I don't know. You might like blood type astrology. Might not. It's silly, but it does kind of line up when they use it. His specialties are logic and self-question, and his hobbies are taking lunch off, sleeping in during lunch. Pretty nice. Then here's Kagure, our buddy, right? Big guy. He's a black belt in judo. That it says here, 3rd Dan, which okay, Dan. I'm trying to remember the ranks. I think it's Q is okay. So Japanese ranks aren't like we're told. They have Q ranks, which are like getting up to proficiency. So they're like from the bottom, like from the basement, going up, and then you get to like 0. You get to like the top Q rank, and then your Dan ranks, which are steps on top. So if you're Dan rank, you're black. You're basically a black belt. Like black belt 3rd degree or whatever thing. That's what they're talking about. It doesn't really translate 1-to-1 because our organizations aren't really the same on that stuff. But he says judo 3rd Dan, kendo 3rd Dan, karate 2nd Dan. That means he's a black belt 3rd degree, 2nd degree. Is what that means. But it doesn't really translate 1-to-1. Because black belt isn't exactly the same. It just means he's above. So they go the Q ranks, and then you're like basically like not certified, but you're good at that thing, right? You get to that level, the competent level, and that's when you get to the maximum Q rank, which like rungs upward, and then Dan is like floors on top of competency. So it's saying he's very good at those, like super good. That's being all 3 of those is quite impressive. Yeah. He's 27 years old, A blood type. He loves idol music and the internet. That's what it says there. This is the internet. He gets lunch. I don't get a lunch. Yeah, he apparently. Well, you don't actually get to eat that often, but one time our boss did offer to buy us like a steak if she won her horse racing. So our boss is this lady here, Indo Ronco. We think she, from our perspective as Kazami, she seems lazy, kind of. Is she actually lazy? No. I'd say this version of her eye right here, or her look right here, tells you a lot about her. And also, we also learned something else we found, which I'll show you, is there's a case where she's much younger. Okay? Like, way, way younger. In fact, she was partners with our brother. Okay, he's our brother-in-law. Well, it's not brother-in-law, adopted brother. Our adopted brother's dad was in Records and Collections too. He's right there. He's the smoking man right there. That's a little. I know I'm throwing a lot of details at you, but it makes sense. It's think if this is the X-Files, okay, then our older brother is like Mulder, and here, there, right there, that's his dad, right there. And his dad is now in the organization. He's now in the X-Files. He's in the Illuminati, whatever thing. He's actually our boss in Records and Collections. He's our boss. And this is the case I was talking about. She's in here somewhere. This case was a side case during the first game where you play as our older brother, Kirisaki. Kirisaki, the funny thing about him, he was into science before this incident happens where his friends die. Some of his little girlfriends die. If this didn't happen, well, I think only one of them did. If this didn't happen, he probably would have never got into the supernatural. He would have been into science. He got this book. He had this magazine called Cornepicus, something like that, which was a science book. He was really into science. He only got into folkloristics because of what happened. Okay, there she is. So that's our boss. That's Indo Ronco when she was younger. Notice something? Look at how open her eyes are. You see that? I think it's intentional. I think it's completely intentional. The way she is now. Look. I think she hides her eyes like that now because she hides her intent. Because in reality, you find out like through the other quests and stuff, she is she's not Chinese, but she's a Chinese exorcist. She's a Buddhist exorcist. She's trained by the old man Buddha guy at the temple. You learn all of that stuff. And she loves gambling. She loves watching horse racing and sleeping on the sofa. She loves pretending she's not working at all. She does take it easy a lot. But that's because the way our job works is we look into supernatural cases. So we're like a special age response unit, right? We don't really have a lot to do a lot of the time. So she gets to just sit around a lot, but she's not incompetent. That's an illusion. And you definitely don't underestimate her, it seems like to me. Then we got Hitomi Shikibu. If our older brother is the Mulder, she's the Scully. She is 29 years old, so you can see that. I think they're the same age, yeah. That's her brother right there. He's into folkloristics, Kirisaki Suime. And that's our... we know her pretty well, Hitomi Shikibu. Kagure has a crush on her. She's like the Scully. She doubts paranormal. You go to her when you're looking for the science explanation. She's the she's a what is it? She's a teacher and a what do they call them? The people that cut dead bodies out? She's one of those. She's a dead body cutter-upper. I forget what's the name of that job. She does autopsies. Coroner? She's a coroner. And then you got Suyume there, and then there's Yuka. That is our she's a student of Kirisaki, and she's a paranormal investigator. She looks better in this one than she does. I mean, in the first one than she does in the second one. She looks more like a boy in this one. I don't know why they did that, but they made her uglier in this one. That was our first detective there. We're actually working with him again in this case. Noriyuki Sasaki. We actually have to deal with him again. That is some guy that doesn't like us. I don't think we'll have to see him. Domyoji, he works for Records and Collections too. Telephone Man, that is the smoking man, who's actually the guy's dad. Okay, so that's everything important, right? Look around and find out files, yeah. So that's everything important. Any questions about the organization? It's basically, we're working for the secret Illuminati organization, and nobody even knows it exists, okay? It's on the 5th basement floor, and these are the people that we go to for help, right? I think that's everything I gotta tell you from here. And so this case, it turns out there's a spirit photograph involved in this case, and so we find out that what was the guy's name? Noriyuki is working the case, and so Ronko's like, okay, you guys get over there and check that out, because he's not going to have anything to do with a spirit photograph. He's not going to buy it. He's not going to be into it. He's not going to research it. But we need to, because that's our whole job, right? We look into the supernatural. So she's like, get over there, check it out. Oh yeah, there's a new girl in this game too. Let's see. Let me show you. Look at this. Now we'll load the game. Show you the new member who I kind of hate. Riot doesn't hate her. Riot likes her. I hate her. Well, I don't hate her. She's growing on me, but I do kind of dislike her still. This girl here, Kamo Izumi Kagome. Kagome is her first name. She's a criminal profiler, a very good one at that. She studied in America, and she doesn't believe in the paranormal stuff at all. But she actually joined our department to try to prove that there is no paranormal stuff. She's gonna find out one of these cases, though, that there is. Like, at some point, she's gonna make a run-in with the occult, and it's gonna be something. Because the occult is real, and we've ran into it a number of times. Even if you pick the science path, the occult is real in this world. So at some point, whether she likes it or not, she's gonna run into a demon or an oni or something, and she's gonna be freaked out by it. Hasn't happened yet. Hasn't happened yet. I pinged you on Sam's Discord. Enjoy what you see. Huh? Amazing. Loser attack. Ah! Fucking weirdo. Loser attack. Lose 10 dignity. Gain shame. If the supernatural is a thing, is mega natural the next tech up? That's a great question. Well, I don't know the what's interesting about this game is like, okay, so every single case, you have two ways to resolve the case. You have the supernatural path, and you have the science path. Like, it's like picking between Mulder and Scully path, kind of, right? And you have to see both endings, both paths, to see like the full picture. And even then, there's usually still questions like what. The interesting part is like trying to figure out kind of like what the supernatural can do. Like, if there is some supernatural stuff, like what it actually is. It seems like it's usually like grudges, like unresolved feelings, things like that. It seems to be what can cause the supernatural, kind of. And like in this case, so now we're finally on this case, right? Here's Ronko again, our boss right there, Indo Ronko. So what happened was they said there was a spirit photo that this girl had here. Her name's kind of weird, Hatsushiba Takako. She's kind of like a mousy girl. She's kind of small. She took a picture of the main actress, this guy, and herself, or somebody took it, and then it had this weird spirit thing in it. Look, a ghost. You can see it there. Looks like a Gure to me, though. So I don't know. I don't know why Kagure is in the picture. But anyway, so this lady here died. Her name is Igarashi Ryo, and she died. She was found dead on the stage at the theater. And the weird thing is, of course, this photograph. And hold on, I also want to show you of here. This is that same detective, Noriyuki Sasaki, that we worked under in our very first case. And he kind of tried to get rid of us, and then we got transferred to records and collections. So now he's like, get out of here. You can see it on his face. He doesn't really like we're involved. He doesn't really want us to do anything, but we're always kind of antagonistic with the police. That's just how it is. It's just like we're not really, we're police, but like not officially anymore. So it's kind of a pain in the ass in that way. So anyway, she's found dead, and it says her neck. What were all the things? She had, oh, maybe it says here. Her cause of death is unknown. It was her first time that she was going to be starring in the lead role in this play right here, which is The Path of Death, or The Pathway of Death, or The Journey of Death, something like that. This was going to be her first time in a leading role, and this is her boyfriend, Seito Reito. Oh, weird, a goofy name. Okay, so her neck, I think, was broken. Her rib was bruised, and her neck was definitely bruised. And something else was bruised, like another one of her bones were bruised. And she was found on the stage, like she had fallen off from the catwalk. And so we're trying to figure out, you know, how we're trying to solve the murder, is what the case is. One of the weird, and we're supposed to look into the spirit photograph, obviously. One of the weird things is apparently 3 years ago, they tried this same play 3 years ago, and the actress then died. So some people think it's cursed. It's this, what was her name? Suji Sayaka was the lead actress, and she died. And then this girl filled in for her then, 3 years ago. So that's kind of weird a little bit. And then this girl was her friend, the dead girls, the original dead girls, 3 years ago dead girl, not this. She was friends with her. Because when people are saying, maybe it's haunted, maybe it's cursed, she would never do that. She wouldn't haunt us. It wouldn't be a curse. So we found out today, we started looking into it. We looked at, like, okay, the catwalk has this weird combination lock with 3 numbers, right? And it's so old, the numbers have come off and they wrote them back on in pen. Which is interesting, because we're not really sure if her body actually fell off the catwalk or if she died somewhere else and they put her there, right? Maybe she didn't even go up. We're unclear. We don't have any proof she fell off the catwalk, but her bones and stuff, the bruising she has, implies she fell off the catwalk. Now, we think maybe this guy did it, and we talked to him a little bit. This is the producer Ando Makoto. He's blind. Now, we insulted him a little bit earlier. We got to talk to him. This guy here, Seki, got us able to talk to him, right? And we were talking to him, and we were asking about stuff, and we asked him about the first girl that died, and he got really pissed off and told us off and left. So that was kind of, we didn't really learn anything, except that he was an actor originally. And what happened was, he was an actor, and after college they start this troupe together, him and Seki and whoever else. And then he starts having corneal, just, I forget what the word, it means like his vision started getting fucked up, right? He started going blind. And so then he focused on stage, on writing the plays and directing them. And then he switched into that role. When he got really mad at us, he said, "This is why I hate talking to outsiders. I can't stand people that don't know theater," is what he said. And he walked off. So what else has happened today? That's most of what happened was he pissed him off. That happened like 2 seconds ago. And then the commie lady tried to apologize, Kamo Uzumi, for us. She's like, he doesn't know what he's talking about, anybody left anyways. And then this guy's explaining all that. And that's where we are, I think. We can go back to the game now. So we just pissed off the director guy. And now we're trying to figure out what to do next. We're trying to figure out who can kill. Oh, there was one more piece of information you guys need to know. Okay, the commie lady got the records of everybody going in and out of the theater. And the records of that morning were the dead lady was the first one. Then you have the other dead lady, the lady that died 3 years ago. What was her name? Suji Sayaka. Then the dead lady coming in with her key card, then leaving. Then you have this Saki guy that right in front of us comes in. So we're like, what the fuck? How did dead lady come in? And we were asking about that. And he looked for the key card. He was like, we should have her key card here. And he looks through all the old key cards, right? And he doesn't find it. And he's like, I don't know where it is. And we're like, what the heck? And he goes, well, you can't just use the key card by itself. You need a 7-digit PIN number. You need the 7-digit PIN number. So that's kind of weird. We don't know what happened to her key card, but maybe it was maybe somebody that knew her. Maybe somebody took the key card when she died. Not really clear. Also, bro, hold on. One more thing, talking about other games and stuff. Look, on the side here, you've got. Why is it so blurry? What am I doing? You got Shiny Force 3. I wanted to play the Shiny Force 3 games for a long time. We're gonna play those at some point. There's 3 of them, right? Only the first one was really translated. There's like a fan translation thing. I think there's patches. I don't know, but we're gonna play in Japanese anyway. I've wanted to play that for a long time. I feel like someone telling me I should play that. But I'm gonna start with Shiny Force 1 when we do. I'll start with Shiny. Okay, anyway, did I turn the game music back on? Is it working? No. Okay, now? Yeah. Okay, so that's where we are now. Back to story now. Fix this. If you have any questions, do not be afraid to ask, okay? Do not be afraid to ask, because this game has a lot to it. Do not be afraid to ask. I want to have it so there's like a summary of every. This guy kind of looks like Kiki Wayne. Who's Kiki? Are you saying Kiki or like a kite? Like, who's that? Like, oh, Wayne, like gnarly Wayne. Yeah. yeah, you're not wrong on that. Not wrong on that. So while even if he has some character flaws, I can't say complaints because this plays are selling well, or we're selling tickets. The last thing he says is a bit of irony though, right? And then Kamo Uzumi asks, Mr. Saki, hey Gio, that's not a Jew. There's not a Jew left. Oh, There's not Iju left. That was Mirai. He said I added you on Sam's Discord, like I have that ready to look at. I don't know. Trying to talk to you about something. Saki, do you have any doubts about Mr. Ondo's talent? Well, nothing like a doubt. It's just, humans people get used to stimulation, to sharpness. Human beings get used to sharpness. Human beings are creatures that get used to difficulty. So I think his unique direction might draw attention. So basically, we're gonna keep going like always. I don't know if that'll continue. You don't know, huh? Well, you know what? Plays are not an absolute thing. And it's not limited to theater either. Art is not absolute. Maybe this is what's going to sell in this time. You have to match the time you're in, the era you're in, to sell well. Are you saying art's not timeless? Not just in theater, but in all works of art, nothing's absolute because you have to capture the spirit of the time, is what he's saying. Sure. Man, I slept about an hour and a half. So what happened to the blind guy? He got pissed off at us, Gio. Okay, what happened was we asked about the dead girl, and we said, what does he think about her? And he got really mad, like, well, you think I doubted her? Not this dead girl, the first dead girl. And then he said, well, first he said he wanted her to play regardless of this lady dying. And then we brought up the first dead girl, and then we said, like, what he thought of her, like her character. And he got really mad. And he said, like, what, do you think I doubted her? And then he called us like a imbecile. Basically, like, he's like, I hate, this is why I hate dealing with outsiders that have no love for the craft of art, of theater, right? And he started yelling at us, and then he just left. The commie lady tried to step in and say, like, no, it's his bad, he's like that sometimes. He slipped on his words, and you're just like, yeah, I guess. But it's clear there was a reason, but we're not really, it's not visible to us yet. I don't know what's going on there. He did kind of imply that, well, one, he said, he made this big case about how the people, even if they die as actors, they probably want the play to go on. They don't want it to stop, because if they love plays, they would love to see it get finished, right? And I think he's actually talking in a way about the first girl. I think he's because he said that he loved her. Like, it could have been appreciation. He said he loved her though. When he was yelling at us. It's not clear. Not this girl, the first girl. It's not clear what kind of love he meant though. Like, as her skill, as her, like, as an actress. It's along those lines though. Not like the romantic lines necessarily. More along, appreciate her. Like, he was pissed off that it seemed like we were doubting that he appreciated this actress from before. So there's some connection there. And from her, right, the lady sounded like a nice lady. But we don't know anything about this lady, really. Oddly enough, the Rio, the one that actually died now. We know almost nothing about her. We keep learning about this lady even 3 years ago, more than her. That's just how it's going, apparently. Why is Riot on steroids? Are you on steroids? Super cool Discord everyone cares about for sure. So he's irrational. Why is Riot not roids? I'm natty. I see. Yeah, I was asking what the anabolic thing was about too. I don't know. But she did remind me, Gio, that I didn't post a notification. And that is true, I didn't. It's because I'm blaming you, Gio, because you had actually played the Superhero Simulator game, and so I started wanting to talk about that, and then I forgot. So, thank you for playing my superhero game, but it's also your fault. No, it's my fault. My fault. Okay. Well, maybe he's riding that wave now, but who knows how long it can go for. See, this guy here, Saki Wayne, Gnarly Saki, he has been with the guy since college, apparently. And he was an actor back then, the Ondo guy. So this is coming from somebody that's been with him, dealing with his troubles since then. Or maybe that's why he's saying it. He gives us a strange smile again. Looks kind of deep in thought and gives us a strange smile. Well, when it comes to the play, it's not going to matter one way or the other about Ondo. Oh yeah, because it's the sponsors. Whether or not they do the play is the sponsors. It doesn't matter if he wants to. I made you too hype. Sorry. Yep. Sure. I was too hyped about the superhero thing. Well, I really was hyped when he was playing it, because like, I think I've built a pretty good. Like, I think that game's gonna be pretty cool. I definitely need to keep adding more like middle stuff, because I was finding myself sometimes stuff wasn't happening, which is why I added the patrol events, and then I added some more stuff which you haven't got to play yet. I'm gonna be adding more and more and more and more. I gotta beat the game once too. I was gonna try to beat it on the stream, but it might take a while to actually beat the game. Why don't you guys just become accountants? Well, it's nothing like an accountant thing, right? The thing is, like, I understand from looking at the game you don't understand it. Hey Dingus. But, there's nothing about... What it is awesome. Just because it doesn't have any graphics, doesn't mean it's actually a spreadsheet. It's actually, like... I think the more imagination you have, the better it is as a game. The less imagination, the more blockhead you have, and the less you can imagine things, the less it seems like a game. The more creative you are, the more of a game it is. Just kidding. But I mean, I think there is something to that. But sure, right. I'm just saying, like you're acting like, what I'm saying is a spreadsheet is not actually fun. The reason these spreadsheet simulator games are fun is because they represent something. They represent a thing, even if it's boiled down to the base thing. They represent something. It's not just a spreadsheet. You're the one being insulting, okay? You act like I'm insulting. You're being insulting. I am countering your insult. Spreadsheet games aren't all that interesting to streams and the cool stuff happens in your head. The reason these spreadsheets are fun. Well, that's true, Gio, but I figured I have to stream it some to try for people to even understand what it is. But I agree, it's not the most fun stream game, nor is it meant to be. I am gonna add a fair amount of graphics though. I'm gonna put profile pictures And there's gonna be pictures for the events too, like I'll put different poses of all the people and then like backgrounds. There's definitely gonna be a fair amount of graphics that aren't there yet, but it's always about like if you're not interested in superheroes, you're not gonna be interested in the superhero spreadsheet game. It's for people that have thought about like, oh man, it'd be kind of cool to be Nick Fury or to lead a superhero team and plan superhero missions and stuff. That'd be cool. That's the position you're put into in the game. Like Professor X. If you thought like that'd be cool to be Professor X, that's what it's like. Short little platform for the anabolic lifters in the group. Well, you know, the next game the current game I'm working on is one you could play, Stealing Cars. So I am working on a game now that you could play. The superhero game is mainly a game I've always wanted to play myself, and I feel like if I wanted to play it, I bet some other people would like it too. I understand it's not the most interesting game, okay, to look at, but I think it's a good game. I'm still working on it, but I think it's a good idea. Because those sports games do really well. People love those games. Those like soccer games, you know what I'm talking about? The soccer club games. People love those. And superhero stuff is a big deal now. Like people love theory crafting of superhero stuff. So like, I don't know. I think it's a good idea. I think it's an awesome idea. I don't know. I only have a couple people that watch the stream that might like it. But there are some. Wayne might dig it. And I wish I could use computers. I'm making the Stealing Cars one though. You guys want to see Stealing Cars in a minute? I can show you the current build of Stealing Cars. I want to get Clips to play it though. I want Clips to be like my dev. I have a few generations of baseball sims. Yeah, CGO likes them. I'm basically trying to make the dream version of that for people that like superhero stuff, for the nerds. Like, bro, I get excited adding the new scenarios on the superhero game. Did you guys see the new ones I added? Like, I know if you're not into superhero stuff, it doesn't mean anything to you. But like, I added the Fantastic Four, and then I also added the evil Fantastic Four from Planetary. They're from. What's up, Jules? Yo, does your Twitch chat not show up? Was message? Yeah, I don't have Twitch chat on. Sorry about that. I don't have Twitch or Kick chat on. I don't have either of those. So. But what's up, man? Welcome. Sorry about that. But it was because I used to just get bots in there. So I just turned it off because it was always just bots. It's not because I was trying to ignore you or nothing. It just Twitch and Kick both. I can't see either one of those. I have a website if you want to ever have uncensored chat on craigreeds.com. But yeah, sorry about that. I don't read that. I can't see Twitch and I can't see Kick. I can't see either of those. But you're more than welcome to join chat anywhere that I can see. I can see YouTube. I can see, for some reason, Rumble, but that's because they don't spam you with bots. And Twitter, whoever posts on Twitter chat, no one ever. But I can see that one too. I think Twitter chat's too delayed to use though. But as you can see in the middle, that's my website. No, I never watched that guy, just on Sam High. What are you talking about? I didn't know you had anything with Stealing Cars. Oh yeah, I have the prototype for Stealing Cars, so you guys want to see that. Let's try to get to the next scene in Hiragami, and I'll do that, and I'll show you real quick. Let's get to the next scene on Hiragami. And then I'll show you Stealing Cars. What is that GIF in there? I ranked. Can't even make it out from here. Is it bigger if I do this? Yeah. Number nor ranked Chad admires his old self and becomes hypnotized. Did you see when The one guy got like sad and cried. What's his name? The guy that got the bad nose job recently, hits his face with hammers. He does meth. What's that guy? You see when he cried? You stream on Twitter? What? Chatter? Yeah, I stream on Twitter. For the notification. The notification. All good, bro. I was wondering, I was thinking, I think it might be your boyfriend. Yeah, I think that's a good suspect. Let's go back up. Because, one, look at his face. Look at his face. Sato Reito. I think he's on the list for sure. He was overly emotional. I don't know if you guys see that part. It was the other day. When there was a scene with him, okay? So I'll give you the information. So like, I'm trying to remember exactly when it happened. I think it was like shortly after we showed up. We went back to like the practice areas, the backstage stages, and he was back there like yelling, and he was yelling at somebody. And he was just kind of like pissed off she died, it seemed like. It did, and then he cried. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at him crying. But he was pissed off and he cried. He's in a real mess, so I don't know. He definitely could be. It definitely could be. He's an actor though, right? So he definitely could be. I think Gio is thinking it's this guy, the blind guy. I don't know still. I don't want to make it this game. I don't like making guesses too early unless I really feel something. I don't feel anything yet. I think either vibe is possible. It could be the director. It definitely could be the boyfriend. It could be this little mousy girl, but I really doubt that. Imagine them making it imagine them making it the little mousy girl. I don't think so. But I mean, it's possible, right? And now it's also possible it's freaking Kagure, because look at him. What's he doing in the spirit photograph there? What's he doing there? What's Kagure doing there? That's almost certainly Kagure. How'd he get in there? So I don't know. Our own partner could have done it. Not sure on that yet. I don't know why he's in that picture. You think so? Alright, so I think there'll be a couple people that'll be happy if the lead is no longer Igarashi Ryo. Really? What do you mean by that? Yeah, we can't just ignore that. Kagure and Kamo Izumi are sitting nearby. They can tell it's important too. They both like perk out to listen. Well, simple. You see, Igarashi surely was a genius. Again, that's the dead woman. Everybody's losing track. Igarashi Ryo. She was certainly a genius. But there were a number of people that had problems with her. Uh-oh. That had a problem with her personally. She was better than most, and because of that, she had a problem with a number of people personally, like a human level. Well, that we're definitely gonna have to look into, right? Self something. I gotta look at that word wrong. Self something what? What is that? Yoko, can you look this up, please? Yoko, look this word up for me, please. I don't know what this is. It's like self something something something. An inclination to self-display, show off, exhibitionism. Oh, okay. Thank you, Yoko. Exhibitionism. So she... Okay, yeah. That makes sense. So she was an actor, and of course many actors have strong desires to be seen, but hers was especially extreme. That actually makes sense. So, when the previous actress died, which was Suji Sayaka there, she was supposed to take over as the leading actress, but it's cancer. Or is that not cancer? Hold on. It's cancer. Copy, paste. Sorry, I gotta fix it then. Okay. Tempered nerves. Okay, why did I think it was cancer? Con is also... What kanji is cancer then? Yoko, what kanji is cancer? So that... I swear it's con. I swear cancer is also con. Million con... kanji. I'll find out later. Okay, so it's not, it's, just her temper. Okay, so the number of girls that got on her nerves in the troop. And that left, they were kicked out because of it. Most producers were constantly in the middle. What's up, Zax? Smashing your cheekbones like that is pure masochism. You think? I mean the ghost one. That picture is too much forehead. Yeah, that guy. This can't be real. Which part can't be real? Not edited. I saw him like crying about a couple things recently. He was crying because people don't like his new nose, and he was crying because like some girl didn't want to talk to him or something. Did you remember? I don't know. I seen him cry a couple times on stream now, and I'm like, what the fuck? Huh? Kind of wild. Anyway. Okay, so she's pissed off a number of women. And among the younger members, they think that her death was caused by the curse of Suji. That'd be the first girl. Huh? Wait a second. Hold on. What is that? I feel like the threads in my head are becoming a little bit more connected. I'm just like there's a uncomfortable budding of the details. Saki? Well, what are we thinking about there? Mr. Seki, I'm sorry it's rude, but weren't you saying something totally different about Igarashi Ryo? Different? Like what? What was I talking about? Don't play dumb. You said, you said that she had a good personality and that there wasn't anybody that hated her. He did say that. Back when we first asked. Yeah. Didn't you tell us that? Yeah, at the start of the case when we first showed up, we asked him, and he said she had a good character and nobody really hated her. He did say that. Yeah. Ah, yeah, what the hell, bro? Now you're telling us lots of people didn't like her. Oh, that was just politeness or something? Well, at least we know the truth now. There could be there could be tons of girls that killed her, I guess. Nichiro. He also cried when I frame mogged him. I don't remember that happening. When did that happen? When did that happen? Am I being crazy or something just sad? What happened, Zax? Okay, well, that's, he looks like he got his face stuck in a trap. He's flustered, trying to look away like he doesn't know what to do. Yeah, so he was lying to us, right? Because he wanted to have, like, he wanted us to think good about his troop or whatever, and he was lying to us. That's what's going on there. Well, please, can you tell us the truth? So, did something happen between Tsuji and Igarashi? No, there wasn't anything. Okay, so we were painted that there wasn't anything between them. He goes, oh, there's not anything, but when it comes to actors, everyone's rivals. That's all. That's all. It doesn't, that's all. It doesn't have any connection to the case. Are you sure about that? Listen, we came here to investigate this, okay? Tell us everything you know without hiding anything, please. Kamo Izumi is putting pressure on him, so he keeps talking. I'm not hiding anything. It's just, Tsuji and Igarashi, okay, so Tsuji and Igarashi were like, there was no healthing yet. What does that mean? Listen, I'm busy, so I gotta go. Bro, hold on. He doesn't listen, and he just tries to get out of there. He disappears in front of us. He just walks out. Well, this time, Kamo Izumi, that was your mistake, not mine. Kamo Izumi, looks like you messed up this time. Look, even a bear gets scared. Shut up. What are you happy I messed up? You guys are that's the worst kind of colleague. You're the worst coworker. Come on, Kagure-kun. Os. Roger. To be fair, she kind of deserved it, man. She said the same thing to us earlier. We can hear how unhappy she is with her high heels and with the sound of her high heels clicking away. She doesn't turn back and heads out into the hallway. Yeah, I mean, she did kind of deserve it, but do we? I mean, I would have probably talked shit like that too, I think. Was it really unreasonable though? She said it herself a minute ago to me. Well, a little suspicious, Chief. You talking about Saki? Yeah. You're right, man. That was super suspicious, honestly. Right? That was super suspicious. Okay, so there's something going on. Hold on. There was something going on between the girls, right? Between... Oh, look at this. What is this over here? This over here. What is this line? What does this represent? Oh. Okay. We still don't have the dead girl anywhere, do we? On the board yet? No, dead girl's not on there. Me and Riot when Mirai is in chat. For real. And I appreciate that. No, I understand. Honestly, if it was easy enough to just ban him, like, you know, like... I would. I deleted his account on the scam board. What else can I do, though? Like... I'd have to, like, I could IP ban him or something, but it's like, you know, like, it's a... And the more effort, everything I could do, there's ways around. So it seems like the best answer is just not give him attention, right? Am I wrong? Let's take a quick break here and show you guys stealing cars. I've started on stealing cars. It's very basic though, but I will show you guys real quick because I know you guys want to see probably. Okay, stealing cars, just started. What is stealing cars? So I came up with this plan, guys. GTA 6 is coming out in what? Oh, you know what? I should make some stuff with Notebook too. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. Let me put on a Windows song real quick.
This was a triumph.
Knock off Portal song.
I'm making a note here, huge success.
Okay, so what was my plan? Okay,
It's hard to overstate
so I'm thinking Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out. Lots of people gonna be disappointed with it, right? That's what I'm thinking. So I'm like, is there any way I can do anything about that? Like, I can't warn people. They're not gonna listen and be like, oh no, maybe it sucks. No, that's not gonna work. So what could I do? Well, I was thinking about my superhero game and trying to get that on Steam, and I'm like, wait a second. What if we make like a really... I got 20 weeks. With the robots, I think I can maybe do it. What if I make Chinatown Wars, GTA 1 retro, like a clone of like GTA 2, 1 and 2, Chinatown Wars, and call it Stealing Cars, and come out with it right as the real one comes out. That's my idea. I think I think it's got a good shot, right? It just have to be fun at all, and feel be like, I'm thinking like $10. Let me find the folder. I'm thinking like $10. Stealing Cars. Where did I put it? China. Yeah, I'm calling it China. Oh yeah, it takes place in China. Why? Well, I'll explain. So I was thinking again. What is GTA, right? GTA is like an English take on American crime and American hyper like capitalism and this kind of thing. So I was like, what's a similar thing we could do? Well, what about Americans' view of China? Because we have a kind of similar, like, ridiculous view of China, right? Like, we see it as, like, it's like a weird city-state with social credit scores and stuff like that. I'm like, why don't I build it on that? And so I started working on it. Longhua is the name of the city. Platform capitalism, pervasive surveillance, all this kind of stuff. A crime sandbox. You guys want to see how I got so far? I'll show you. Now I just started, okay? Don't make fun of my game. It just started. It is barely a game. But I have already got started on it. But I did just start, so don't point and laugh too much. I want to get Kid Clips to play it on his stream. And then do like updates every couple of weeks to see how much it's grown. Because I got 20 weeks to get it done, right? Which is a crazy runtime probably. But okay, here. Let me see what I have. Stealing cars. Here we go. Here we go. I can't see my stream somehow. There we go. Okay. Where is it? Game appear. Oh, there it is. Lock it. Okay, where? Appear. It shows. Game? Game? A sec. Oh, you know what? This is gonna be backwards, too. Don't do that one. Sorry. Use this one.
I'm so humble. I am the most humblest, number one at the top of the humble list. My apple crumble is by far the most crumblest, but I act like it tastes bad out of humbleness. The thing about me that's some people tumble.
Oh, I swear at one point I'll get the game on the screen, I promise. Okay. The fear. Game of P. How come the game's not there? What's on the screen right now? If it's not the game. Hold on. What is? Why is the screen black? Where is the game? Where is anything? Game of Fear. Why is it appearing, bro? What's wrong with the stream? Oh, what is that now? Bro, did one of you guys break the stream? Why does it look like this? What's wrong with it? I found it. Look, it's like it's. Okay. Ah, there it goes. I figured it out. Here we go. Stealing cars. This is what I got. The colors seem fucked up a little bit though. Okay, there we go. You can steal a car. It's got a couple little missions. It's got GPS. You can. The cops can chase you. Oh, let's restart it. This is what I got so far. Oops, I'm in the way of the GPS too. So hold on. There you go. You see, I have a GPS too. What am I supposed to do? The license plate thing? Okay, so we have this little mission things to do. You'll see that the cops can chase us in the next part. The next part will definitely make the cops chase us. Okay, so when you steal this van, the cops definitely chase you. Watch. There we go. And then there's a whole little, like, they get out of their car too, look. They get out of the car and then you, like, break out of their hold, look. Okay, get out here, whatever thing. Okay, let's get out of here. This is what I got so far, though. This is what I got so far. It's obviously, this is week 1, okay? This is week 1. This is week 1. Oops. I want to show you the cool feature I came up with. Ah, there's the cops. Which is, what? Am I gonna get arrested? Can I take their car? No. Right. Oh, I gotta lose the police. I see. Okay, hold on. If I get out, the police will go down there. You can go to the plates thing. That'll do it too, I think. Let me try. I think we need to do this. That'll do it. Maybe? Or just gets out of the car. Okay, wait until it goes down. And then we can finish this. It'll be enough. It's because we're in a cop car. The cop car keeps raising. Keeps raising it. Okay, yeah, now we can go to them. Yeah, let's just get out of the stupid fucking cop car and steal this scooter. Steal a scooter. So the new thing I added is I was thinking it should have insides like this, like Hotline Miami. Look. So you can like sneak around and do stuff. And they'll be like, you'll fight people in here too, right? In these places and stuff. You have internal rooms. And then get on a scooter. This is what I can, this is it. This is stealing cars so far. This is stealing cars so far. This is what I got. This is what I got. So kind of like OG. Yeah. The idea is to be like OG GTA or like Chinatown Wars. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna have like gangs that you can like work with, right? You can build. It's gonna have all the cool stuff the old games did. You'll have different factions you can work for, right? All that kind of stuff. Yeah. That's why I wanted to get started now, because I want to make the city like as filled as I can, you know, like make it as cool as I can. I know looking at it right now, it's hard to see. You might not see the vision yet. But look how much I kind of have already too, though. Like you can drive. Look, I'm bumping my car. It can blow up. Like it broke. I gotta get another. You can't steal regular cars on the road though. You can only steal like the ones that are around. And sometimes the cops break like that. there's some bugs and stuff. But you notice they had to grapple me down. That was a thing I had to add. The GPS is kind of wonky a little bit, right? Look, but just because of the way it works. The police has, those are stars. I guess I'm happy with it so far, right? This is kind of cool. This is going to be fantastic, yeah? I think so, right? I got 20 weeks to finish this thing. And this is what, week 1, not even week 1 done. This is where we are. So the idea is make this game cool enough to play that like Kickcliffs likes it and he doesn't like these old ghetto games, right? And then sell it for like $9.99 and then come out right as GTA 6 is coming out. So people are like, what I'm thinking is there'll be enough people like, man, $100 for GTA 6. Well, look, what is this? Stealing cars? $9.99. Well, it does kind of look like a GTA game. Maybe it could be kind of fun, right? And then they buy it for $9.99, and they're disappointed with GTA 6. They're like, this game sucks. Just a little bit of runoff from the hype of GTA 6, and we could do really well. I feel like. I just gotta make it a really good game, right? Like, I'm not making a piece of shit. It's not a cash grab. I'm gonna make it with robots to make it really quick, but I'm trying to make a good game. Now I keep telling people if anybody wants to help me, they can. Nobody has said they wanted to yet, though. But it is an open call if anybody wants to help me develop this thing. Cause I got what 20 weeks. About 20 weeks. And it's gonna take a lot to get it, you know, to my vision, which is like a full Chinese city. Hold on. Did any of the robot stuff get done from my design things? No. What? Cause I want to I don't know. I'll read some of the Bible stuff. From the design, so you understand what the goal is here. Design Bible. Cause check it out. Okay. I need to word wrap it. Stealing cars, here's the high concept. Stealing Cars is a compact, top-down, open-world crime sandbox about stealing vehicles, exploiting platform systems, dodging surveillance, and climbing through Lung Hua's criminal economy. Lung Hua is not a real city. It is an exaggerated composite of finance districts, industrial belts, old neighborhoods, river ports, tech campuses, ghost developments, counterfeit markets, live-stream shopping streets, and government security zones. So, you know, like how America, GTA is like making fun of America, right? It's the same idea, but making fun of China. Well, making fun of. It's satire about modern China. It is $9.99 or $9.99, free $9. I was thinking $10. You don't think that's too much money? I mean, do you think that's too much money? I was thinking $9.99. I mean, at least making something. The city is built from an American stereotype of current China turned up until it becomes a hostile arcade machine. Like, you know, social scores. It's all the like concerns about crazy state, whatever we can put in the game and turn it up to 11. That's what I'm thinking, right? The player is a Chinese-American outsider hustler who arrives with secondhand assumptions and a family that needs money fast. The character is not an audience surrogate who discovers the real China. They are an unreliable participant in a city where every institution has an app, every app has a scam, and every scam has a loyalty tier. 10 is a lot. Do you think I'm rich? Are you serious? You think 10 is too much for this game? Thing is, you talking crap. Come on, this $10 ain't too much if it's good. $9.99 ain't much too much. I'm sorry. Come on. This is that's a good price. Creator North Star. What if an American panic headline about China became a playable city? Then every system in that city tried to monetize, monitor, rank, or arrest you. Tone. The tone is mature, satirical crime comedy, violent, profane, sharp, and absurd, but not grindhouse cruelty. Violence is arcade readable and consequence driven rather than torture forward. Sex trafficking, ethnic slurs is humor. Real world hate and characterized accents are out of bounds. Now see, I'm saying like, make it satirical against the systems so nobody can even talk about that, right? The satire targets systems, platform capitalism and gig work, bureaucracy that sells controls convenience, surveillance is both threat and subscription product, luxury status games and debt-fueled image maintenance, nationalist entertainment as monetized outrage, corporate state overlap where nobody knows who is officially in charge, and American misconceptions that flatten a complex country into a villainous brand deck. The city should feel absurdly intense, not randomly exotic. Make it free to play, but add microtransaction crates. That's funny. I don't think people would actually like that though. Like, you know, like that's a funny bit meta-wise. But I don't want people to play it to actually be annoyed by the game. Like, I'd rather they like it. You know what I mean? The main character, the working placeholder is Kai Mercer, which I feel like could be a name that already exists. I'm gonna check. It feels like it could be a name that already exists. Kai Mercer. I like the name. I feel like it could exist already. It doesn't look like it goes to anything. There's some people that have the name on things, but not a real thing. Seems like we can use it. Okay. Kai is a Chinese-American hustler returning to Longhua after a relative leaves behind debt, stolen assets, and contested inheritance. Kai speaks enough language to get into trouble, and enough American bravado to make every institution underestimate them in the wrong direction. So part of the thing is that because you're American, right, you're going to be like a little bit more trying in ways like the regular few wouldn't, right? Outsmart systems that are bigger than you, turn surveillance infrastructure into a criminal tool, build an underground operating network from burner identities, safe houses, vehicle storage, contacts, and shell businesses, become a local myth without ever fully understanding the machine you're riding. The arc is Arrival. Kai chases a family debt and steals their first EV, which is, we already working on that. Apprenticeship. Factions teach different ways to abuse the city. Right, so like the different factions will have different ways that they take advantage of either the surveillance or, right, or the other institutions. So it's like how GTA is satire on American hyper-violence and capitalism. We're going to do the same with Chinese hyper, you know, like the state that China's become too. I think it works. I think it works. And like it even has social commentary or whatever in there without being in your face, just like the original GTA's did. Like they make it a joke instead of a lecture, right? Expansion. Kai builds a cross-district network and becomes platform-era criminal brand. Reckoning. Kai chooses whether to exploit, expose, or own the machinery that created them. So it's going to have Arc 1, you show up. Then 2, the different factions show you different ways to do stuff, right? And the city opens up. Then Kai starts actually building his network. And then when he becomes something worth like noticing, then Kai will have to choose like does he side with the people? Like people will start coming for him, right? He'll have to make a big choice. Like, does he side with these guys? Does he go against them? Do they try to stay a free agent? That kind of thing. So anyways, that is Stealing Cars. And I got 20 weeks to make it. We'll see if I do it, right? We'll see if I pull this off. And if anyone buys it. It's my... I feel like if I'm looking for a scam, this might be the one, right? This might be the scam to do. And so I was also thinking I want to get Kick Clips to play it. And then I want to get his opinion on it. And then like every 2 weeks have him play it again. And then like... I want him to like rip it apart. Like tell me what he doesn't like. Like what about these old games does he not like? Because I want to make it fun for like the new player too. People into like the newer GTAs too. Because obviously I'm going to make it cool to people that like the old ones. Right? Or like Hotline Miami kind of games. But I want to make it cool to the people that play modern GTA also. So I want to get Clips to play and do like the devlog on his stream. Like he'll play it and see the updates and then like tell me what he thinks. Good work, no problem. Yeah, you think we're on a good direction here? This isn't too bad for like a week, right? Where we are right now, not too bad. You know what else I got done, guys? I got lots of stuff done. I got the thing done to make my episodes of the stream. I finished that today. I got the bug fixes on the website. I'm feeling pretty good about progress on stuff. Wayne told me the card game is fun. Gio is playing the superhero thing. Bro, in a couple months, all my stuff's gonna go from